Hello everyone, I'm Norbert Williams, right here on Sky FM 93.1. Join me Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. for the morning edition of Keeping It Real. And on Tuesdays and Fridays, Minerva Ward joining me from Canada, right near the North Pole. Although it's cold over there, it's gonna be hot in here. Don't you forget, Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. on GVD TV and streaming live on Facebook. Don't you miss it.
Of new mown hay, we thank thee for the sunshine and the air that we breathe, O Lord. We thank thee. Thank thee for the rivers that run all day. Thank thee for the little birds that sing along the way. Thank thee for the trees and the deep blue sea, O Lord, we thank thee. Oh yes, we thank thee, Lord, for every flower that blooms, birds that sing, fish that swim, and the light of the moon. We thank thee every day as we kneel and pray, that we were born with eyes to see these things. Thank thee for the fields where the clover is grown. Thank thee for the pastures where cattle may roam. Thank thee for thy love so pure and free, O Lord, we thank thee. Oh yes, we thank thee, Lord, for every flower that blooms, birds that sing, fish that swim, and the light of the moon. We thank thee every day as we kneel and pray, that we were born with eyes to see these things. Yes, we thank thee for the fields where the clover is grown. Thank thee for the pastures where cattle may roam. Thank thee for thy love so pure and so free, O Lord, we thank thee.
Got you all this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning once again to the morning edition of Keeping It Real. I'm Norbert Williams with you today, Monday, the 14th day of June 2021. morning, good morning. Good morning, St. Lucia. Good morning to you wherever you are. Good morning. How are you today? It's Monday. Come on, leve la, leve la. Leve la, yale pou leve. Ay fe dite ou. Ay fe kafe, ay fe an bagay. Ay mawe se bef la, man. La jwe la, ay mawe se bef la. Yeah, that's right. You know what you gotta do? It's Monday morning. You're bumming around for the entire weekend. It's all cloudy this morning, you know. It is. It's gonna be an interesting day today, folks. And this morning we're gonna have a keeping it real conversation. Yeah. Of course, you didn't think I was just gonna come here and play music, did you? It's gonna be an interesting discussion, and I know many of you have been thinking, you know, sometimes, you know, things don't occur to you, or they're just in your mind and you never really talk to anybody about them. You never have any kind of tete-a-tete or, you know, back and forth conversation about things. You just, you know, you notice it, but you don't notice that you notice it. You know, it's kind of like you know that I know that you know that I know, that kind of thing. And this morning I want to have a conversation with you. We've had it before, but today I want to kind of like focus specifically on that. In a little bit. In the meanwhile, good morning to those of you all around St. Lucia, and of course in the diaspora, and they're here already. The people from Canada and Finland. I don't know who that person is in Finland, but good morning to you. Dr. Secret spoke your language on Saturday night, so the Netherlands, good morning to you. Out there in the US of A, in Canada, yeah, in the UK, and throughout the region. I ain't calling the names of every place. They're Trinidad, Antigua, Guadeloupe, Martinique, Cayenne, Zotla, Moe, Zotla too, eh? And all around the world, wherever you are, Australia, South Africa. Boy, some people are like clockwork around there. The moment you see I get on, or if I'm a few minutes off, when I get on, whoa! You know, it's like you open the door and they're just standing there waiting for you. Well, they've been there waiting for me already this morning. So good morning to all of you old faithfuls. And folks, you're listening to 93.1 Sky FM. Same frequency around St. Lucia. 93.1 megahertz FM. And here come the birds and the bees. Yeah, early morning music. Get you kind of like, you know, back into the groove, you know, back into the scheme of things. Welcome to reality. You gotta go back to work for a lot of people. Today might be your first day back from work since last year when all of this COVID, don't say it. When all of that COVID stuff began. Or maybe you just started work at the end of this month after a long hiatus, a long vacation, or whatever you want to call it. You know, if you want to be politically correct, if you want to be a COVID-influenced vacation. But you're back at work and you're happy to be back because la hanka antwe. And folks, according to the schedule issued by SLASPA, our first cruise ship should be coming in on Wednesday, day after tomorrow, as long as the schedule remains on stream. And good morning to you in Viewfort. Good morning to London, Viewfort. Well, you know, that's north. Viewfort North. Good morning to Labowie. And good morning to Miko and Denry, and back across to Choiseul, Choiseul. And good morning to Laborie. Well, we said Laborie already. Londonderry in Laborie. How many of you know where Londonderry is? How many of you know where Debril is? Morning, Choiseul. Morning, Choiseul. Choiseul Saltibus. Barbados, ma. I see a Beige line up there, ma. Morning, Beige. You know, when we hear about Saltibus, and you've heard me say so before. Saltibus, Saltibus, Saltibus. You know, up to now, never heard of Sweetibus. Only salty. I like sweet things too. Hey. Oh, yeah. Good morning to you. was an interesting weekend. Well, for some people. It's interesting for some. It's laid back and lazy for others. Some people go to the beach after a long while. I was planning on going to the beach yesterday. But I like going to the beach when it's blazing hot, I just don't like any kind of dark clouds or any hint of the water being cold, I like it hot. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Good morning.
Hey,
good morning,
monsieur.
Good morning.
Your Eminence. How was your weekend?
My weekend was cool and easy as the wind blows.
How did I know that?
Some people say that wisdom comes when you have no sweat anymore. One day a man was rocking on his rocking chair. And he said, what do you know now? If you had known it at the beginning, his whole life would be much better off. That is true. Wisdom comes when you have no sweat anymore. That is the harsh reality of life that we have to face. The one who hides his element from the doctor dies before his time. A child who hides his appetite from his parents suffers from hunger and undernourishment also. In the same way, a man suffered if he conceals and does not admit that he has a weakness. Covering up stinking matters will create a bad smell, and covered anyway, it is simply foolish. If someone does not like to see a dirty clothes or dirty shoes, he will not simply cover it up, but make sure to remove them. Otherwise, a bad odor will create around him, and a bad atmosphere also. No one likes to sit in a dirty place. The dirty thoughts that we accumulated within the day needs to sweep out, and to replace them with clean thoughts. In this way, you can regain your original true moral value. Have a great day.
Thank you very much, Father. Thank you. Have a great day yourself. You said something interesting about wisdom. It usually comes around when you don't need it anymore. Wisdom is not just one thing or something you can gather, gain from a textbook. Usually wisdom, a lot of it, comes from the experiences of life. But the thing about it is that there are lots of people out there who take advantage of, if you want to say, wisdom early on, the collective wisdom of those around them, those who are taught by their parents and their peers about navigating the highways and byways and the inroads of life. That's why you have some mega successful people. That's why you have some people who move to the top, because they consistent with what they have to do, and others just like to lollygag and see me Gwen. Like some people. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Buenos días, ¿cómo se llama?
Okay, I don't know. That sounds like a call from Mars. I don't know what that one is there. So, that's another example of somebody just seeming Gwen. Just wild abandon, just throwing things all out there. That's what Sime Gwen is, Let's get into our Creole this morning. There was an old, undirected way of planting a long time ago, if you did AG or agriculture at school, which is not very specific. It was just kind of like bounce and draw, like hope. Sime Gwen, just broadcast seeds. You're just walking around with a pail or a basin of seeds. You're just broadcasting, just throwing chance to the wind or to the soil and hoping that a few of the seeds are going to pick up. And that's semen, spreading seeds. Hoping. Just hoping something's going to take. Kind of like reminds me of some politicians right now. Just throwing everything that they can, hoping that some things stick. That's what you call semen Gwen. So you're just out there with no really directed strategy or anything. Just throwing things out there to chance. And some people are like that in their life. Just Sime Gwen. That's what Sime Gwen means. You see how profound, how scientific the expression is Si me Gwen. I bet you didn't know that. That's right, folks. A lot of things that we think are just sayings by the wayside here, you know. Mun inyo. That's another expression again in our verbiage. Inyo. Ignorant. Blockhead. But you know, in life we get a lot of Si me Gwen people. So, or what we say in St. Lucia now, we've progressed a little, or we make it a little more targeted, and we say Bug Gwen. And we have our first call off, and that person hung up. So maybe if you try again via WhatsApp, we'll get you. Okay, let me clear these out there, because we have quite a number of calls, messages from yesterday. And here we are with that call. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real. Good morning, you're on the air. Okay, not ready yet. Too early in the morning. Go drink some coffee. Folks, especially if you're calling via WhatsApp, and even on the regular line, you have to listen to the phone. You don't need to hear yourself on the radio. You know, some people like to hear themselves, you know that they're on. Let's try that again. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Morning, Norbert. How are you doing?
Morning, I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right.
All right, talk to me.
I was so impressed last night. I was so impressed with the labor, the flabo. Sorry.
Caller, it's a little too early for you this morning, man.
The flabo forum.
Yeah. Oh yes, absolutely. Spider.
That was so good.
And Herod and Dominic Fede.
Yeah, that was so good last night.
That's what you listen to, you know. That if people want to get the real deal, not the nonsense that's out there, the noisemakers.
I was so impressed with Sabina Valmont.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked her hair too. She looked nice last night.
Oh, she was good last night with whatever she said about Kenny.
Well, she lives in his constituency. She should know.
Yeah. Yeah. It seems he's having amnesia.
Well, he ain't have no amnesia. It's convenience. That's what it is. Convenience.
Yeah, I'm glad to be. Anyway, I'm glad to be part of that party.
Yeah.
That's the party I've supported since 1974. I've supported them.
Okay. Good. I remember 1974. There was a lot of action around that time. Slam and Black Power and all of that. Yeah.
Anyway, I never liked Labour, so I never supported them.
Okay. Well, that's everybody's right. You know, you go by what rocks your boat politically. You know, you conduct your analysis of the paralysis and you make a decision. If you want to vote for Labour, that's fine. That's your right. If you want to vote for the UWP, that's fine too. You know, too much of this hale kase kind of thing is not necessary. Peace and love. Anyway, thank you very much, caller.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
your day.
Have a nice day. Thank you very much. 456-0931. That's the number in the studio if you want to give me a ring-a-ling on the ting-a-ling. And 485-0931 if you want to give me a call via WhatsApp. Not on the WhatsApp line, but via WhatsApp. Bon, my last des autres ça. WhatsApp line là c'est pour moun qui de Saint ici. C'est moun la diaspora, c'est moun qui pan crédit. C'est moun qui ni Wi-Fi seulement. Good. Uh-oh. Okay, got to try that call again. 456-0931 and it's 6:21 in the morning. A Monday morning. Some people can't get out of bed. A little bit of rain falling in some places, but looking out the Sky FM window, looking into the sky, and there's no sky. All I see is clouds. So that's going to be a little bit of a weather situation today. It's going to start getting windy about 7 o'clock this morning, all throughout the morning into the mid-afternoon. 81 degrees right now in Castries, going up to a high today. of 86 degrees, and then the sun starts coming out into the afternoon, so minimal chance of rain, maybe localized little sprinkle here and there, but nothing to talk about. But as usual, we're in the hurricane season, so if you'd like, you could walk around with your umbrella, just keep twirling and rolling. Don't forget to wear your mask, social distance, hand sanitize, the usual thing that we all so accustomed to since last year. 81 degrees in Castries, cloudy at the moment, becoming windy into the mid-afternoon, and then the sun will be playing hide and seek with the clouds. But that's just about it. I'm Norbert Williams from the Sky FM Weather Center. How you like that? So, what did you do on your weekend? Yeah, what did you do? Did you clean up around the house? Did you start that project? Did you cut the grass? Did you, clear the drains? We're in the hurricane season, so you should be doing those things. So when it starts raining real heavy, or we get a little storm or a tropical depression or trough, these expressions, or a hurricane, you're going to be prepared. Won't be running like you're crazy. Clear the drains, man. Grass is growing in it. Plastic bottles, junk that some of the neighbors or the people around your home. Nasty. That's what I'm going to say. If Ernest Ile can say nasty, I can say nasty too. Clean out your drains on your property, but even if your drains are cleared and the one outside is clogged, water going to back up on you in no time. So, you have a responsibility to yourself. When your house gets flooded out, you can't cry to anybody. 6:24 in the morning. Morning to you in the United Kingdom. London. Morning to you on a mobile device. Talking about mobile devices, we're going to get there in a while. Ah, yeah. Yeah. Doop-de-doop-de-doo. Are you registered to vote? Don't forget, you have to register to vote. Are you registered? UWP St. Lucia, UWPSTLUCIA.com. Register. Join. Become a card-carrying member. That's right. Somebody's already sending me messages early in the morning. Your people don't sleep. People don't sleep, do you? Well, of course, Sky FM and Keeping It Real is on at 6. How could you sleep? How can you stay under the covers or under the bed or wherever you sleep? How can you? You have to be up. Listen to what's going on. That's the way. That's the place. You start your day off right. 6 o'clock. Sky FM. Keeping It Real, the morning edition. Monday to Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. Although sometimes you all just don't want me to go away. But I got to wrestle myself away from the grip of the phone calls. Good morning to you in Canaries. Canawi, bonjour. Good morning to Ancillary Market Street. Yeah. Keeping It Real town. Folks, you hear me say that all the time. You practically know. You know what I'm going to say already about Ancillary. When Keeping It Real is on, everything stops. In Los Lawe. You know that. I know that. You've heard it before. And today is the 14th of June. In just 5 days' time, folks, 5 days will be the 3-year anniversary of Keeping It Real. How are you getting it right? Good morning, you on the air. Let's keep it real. Good morning, you on the air. Good morning,
sir. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing good. How are you? Okay. Oh, Babwa. That's right, folks. The 19th of June, let me get it right, is or will be, the 2018 was the first episode of Keeping It Real, and it was the 19th of June. Tuesday the 19th of June was the first episode of Keeping It Real, 1 week after the win of Justify, the Triple Crown win at Belmont Park in New York. History. The 19th of June 2018, when Keeping It Real first started blazing on the airwaves. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real. Good morning.
Yeah, no, but hello, morning.
Yes.
Morning, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Dr. Kenny posted on his Facebook page, I think sometime over the weekend, that see what punks can do and desperation. And he's talking about the police station, the new police station in Beaufort, which I think some work has begun. Like you know, it was vacated and he was renting a building on Clark Street. But I want to make a few points there, you know.
Yeah.
He's talking about desperation and as the election is coming up.
But what's
I can remember...
Hold on, caller.
Hello?
Hold on, caller. What's the desperation supposed to be?
Yeah. Hello?
What's the desperation supposed to be? Caller, you have somebody relaying the radio there to you. You gotta listen to the phone.
Yes, okay, I'm listening to the phone.
Okay.
So I remember about... You can hear me good now?
Yeah, go ahead.
I remember about 3 or 4 weeks before the last election, the man had a whole set of Labour Party hacks doing footpaths, little concrete roads in Beaufort. And you know what happened?
No.
No allowance was made for those people to get paid, you know.
That's right.
For those people to get paid. And I remember is when UWP won the election, the Taiwanese had to give Guy Joseph money to pay those people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to make a few other points. If you take a look, you know, all the buildings, all the projects that was done under Kenny and Tony, all of them got themselves into problem. The brand new police station, the old police station in Beaufort had to be, which was supposed to house the courthouse, it had to be vacated.
The administrative building.
Even the square. Hello?
The administrative building.
Yeah, then you have the administrative building where planning did not know nothing about it. The land was not even transferred.
There you go, caller. You know what's going on. You know. Yeah.
Yeah. When you look at even the square had to be renovated already too. You know, the square. All the benches got broken. You know. So what I'm saying that I just think it's time for Kenny. I'm staying in the South. I'm not even going nationally. When you take a look, do you know that there was the dogs? Kenny Anthony killed the dogs. There was a crane that was parked there for how long? Just to get a part for the crane. And there was a shipping company called Kajuma. It had to move to Barbados. You know, it had to move to Barbados.
You know a lot, caller.
And I just want to... Hello?
You know a lot of what's been going on down there.
Say that again?
I said you know a lot of what's been going on down there.
Yes, I know a lot. I just start coming out now because I think it's time for Kenny to say bye-bye, you know? Yeah. When you take a look at it, man, I remember, okay, right now, all the factory shells are filled. They used to be empty.
That's right.
All of them are filled. All of them. And I want to tell those party hacks in Beaufort South, go and talk to the 1,500 people who are working at the call centers. Go and talk to the parents and tell the parents, you know, and tell the parents here about they bringing $1,500, $2,000, $3,000, you know, every month at home. Go and talk to them and tell them about what you know, under whose watch, you know what happened? Those same 1,500 people that have 8 or 10 CXs, you know what they used to go and do every 3 months? Go and cut grass by the side of the road on the Kenny Anthony.
Oh, really?
You know?
Oh.
You know, go and cut grass. Yeah, short-term employment program. That's what they call it, STEP. short-term employment programs. So I just want to appeal this morning to the people of Beaufort. It is time. It is quite clear. People of Beaufort, let me tell you something. It is quite clear that UWP is going to win the next election. Okay? And we do not want to be on the losing side.
Caller, I have to stop you there. It's early in the morning. You giving some people Carker Glow already. Come on, man. You're going to give some people Carker Glow.
Yes. There's no doubt. Listen to me. For Labour to win the election, UWP have to lose some seats, and that will not happen. And UWP is going to gain. Anyway, I want to make one last point.
Sure.
Are you aware that the U.S. News has St. Lucia as the number one destination in the Caribbean?
That's right, caller. Caller, you on top of things, man.
Okay, listen to me. When you go on the airport, you see 4 American airlines. You seen 3 JetBlue. You seen 2 Delta. You seen plus listener. The weekend before yesterday, over 3,000 visitors came.
Yeah.
This weekend there was almost 3,000 again.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, something happened. For the first time, I could not get no money. So you're going to put somebody there and remove somebody that from day one was getting money, can get money to do things, and you're going to put somebody, that couldn't get money.
You must
My
be
brother,
mad.
have a nice day.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you for keeping it real. That's right. From the south. Apparently someone who knows quite a lot of what's been going on down there. Over the weekend, that's right, over the weekend, I heard a song. I want to share it with you this morning because it's a very, it's about Bradley Felix, the UWP UWP candidate for Choiseul Saltibus. I know some of you country people, those of you who like that kind of music, country music for the country people, you love this one. Listen to this one. Oh, well, we got a call. We'll take that call first. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Morning, Dave.
Morning. How you doing? Make up your mind, man. Okay, you ain't ready yet. You'll have to call back. You'll call back after this one. Okay, I want you to listen to this one, folks. For Bradley Felix.
Gave Choiseul hope simply by just walking in. The moment you entered, we should have surrendered right then. You had a vision for all in the community. Your massive project shook the earth under me. You fixed all the roads and you light up our fields. Oh Bradley, you are delivering. Voting you now is all we can do to achieve. If this isn't progress, don't wake me up from this dream. 'Cause Bradley, oh Bradley, you built it yourself from the ground. We are gave Schwartz all hope simply by just walking in. The moment you entered, we should have surrendered right then. You had a vision for all in the community. Your massive project shook the earth under me. You fixed all the roads and you light up our fields. Oh Bradley, you are delivering. Voting you now is all we can do to achieve. If this isn't progress, don't wake me up from this dream. 'Cause Bradley, oh Bradley, you build it yourself from the ground. We all see the progress, so there is no turning back now. For 5 years we know you're working so hard, Bradley and Schwartz, and we'll not give up now. So whatever you do, don't take the X off the flex. Mama Schwartz, it's equal by Bradley.
Well. Some people are surely creative. This one's for the man Bradley. Good morning to you. I know he's a big time listener of the show, so good morning to you. And somebody here says, good morning, lovely song, 5 more years for Bradley. An X for the flex. Lafargue is tuned in. Lafargue in Choiseul. And we have another message here, and somebody who's wearing a flower says, a wonderful song, gave me goosebumps. Oh boy, I wish that Labrie had a song like this. But every time I wake up from my dream, I see no progress in Labrie. Sigh. Let's go with the messages now, I guess, since we're on a roll. Wow, lovely song for Bradley. Wish I could get it. We have another one here. Good morning, Norbert. Last election, the UWP slogan was Yo Pe. This election, it should be Yo Kafu. Next one from Canada. Ooh, that's a little bit of a long one. I will take this call first. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Good morning, Nawat.
Morning, sir. How are you?
Yes, I'm good.
How was the weekend?
You wake me up, though.
I wake you up? Good.
What? Who is that lady that put that together?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It wasn't me.
Man, that's song for Bradley, but what about the Prime Minister?
Don't worry. One by one, caller. Don't rush the brush.
What? You make my day, boy, everybody.
I made your day. The person who sang that made your day.
I take a little piece. I'll take a little piece on my phone.
You
But I take a little piece on my phone.
You want to hear it again? Because I'm getting messages here up the wazoo. People saying they want to hear that one again. So,
yes.
You want to hear it?
Yes.
Okay, here it comes. That's it there right now. Okay?
Right.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
You gave Schwartz all hope simply by just walking in. The moment you entered, we should have surrendered right then. You had a vision for all in the community. Your massive project shook the earth under me. You fixed all the roads and you light up our fields. Oh Bradley, you are delivering. Voting you now is fond of me. You fixed all the roads and you light up our fields. Oh Bradley, you are delivering. Holding you now is all we can do to achieve. If this isn't progress, don't wake me up from this dream. 'Cause Bradley, oh Bradley, you build it yourself from the ground. We all see the progress, so there is no turning back now. For 5 years we know you working so hard, Bradley and Schwartz, and we'll not give up now. So whatever you do, don't take the X off the flex. Mama Schwartz, niteti kwa my Bradley.
Yeah, Mamai Choise, Meteti Kwa by Bradley. That's that one there for you. Vote Bradley. So a lot of people are going crazy here now. My goodness. A lot of people are going crazy. Mamai Choise, Meteti Kwa by Bradley. 5 years of solid representation. And it's well described in that song. And if you didn't get it, if you're just catching the tail end of it, I'll play it again before the end of the show this morning. But you're certainly going to hear it in the days and the weeks ahead. And just to let you know, folks, breaking news once again. It's one day less. Today is one day closer to the announcement of elections. Y'all don't need to put out any press release. Don't call no press conference. Don't waste your time. We're tired of that, 6 horsemen. Don't come and state to the people of St. Lucia the obvious. Don't make noise and try to make people think that it's because of you. Elections must be called. The House must be dissolved. Parliament must be prorogued, kileslavely, by July the 12th. Don't come and tell us. Don't come and state the obvious. Between today and July the 12th, the Prime Minister will announce the date for elections. He could do it tomorrow, he could do it next week, but he has until July the 12th. If he doesn't, Parliament will be automatically dissolved. For se moun la ki pa akofan prorogue, ki sa prorogue means. If the Prime Minister, whether it's Alan Chastney or whoever, on the 5th anniversary of the first sitting of Parliament after any elections, if you don't dissolve Parliament, that will happen automatically. Okay? So tout se moun la ka pale an lo betis, si menos guenos. That's how you say si me guen in Spanish. Se moun la ki ka si menos guenos, and trying to make you believe foolishness, insulting. Folks, when somebody tells you that, they know they're lying, you know. Oh, the Prime Minister wants to delay elections. Pablo Betis. Stop talking nonsense. June the 6th ha passé, ki sa zot fe? Bat pan, pi zot pani pièce plan. That's all that's happening. Zot ka just bat pan, bay pan ku. And that's it. Take your time. The Prime Minister will announce the elections when he's ready. That's his prerogative. It was Kenny's. Si Kenny kouye election bonne, ça c'est zafay ça. Ça is zafay ça. If he called it a year before, that's his problem. But he acted within the Constitution, didn't he? Puchi zot pa fe de zot. Hey, you call elections too early. And this nonsense about elections, projects and elections, this, that. Lani pièce ba yon loi ki di, Gouvernement pas ça fait pièce travail yon l'année avant elections et ben 6 mois. So why people calling to fix the roads? And when you go to fix the roads, now the people do it roads. You know, this is the nonsense we have to deal with every day in St. Lucia. The political opportunism. You know, papi show, insulte intelligence moun. O insulto a la inteligencia de la gente. Ah, yes. And I see just the clouds are getting a little lighter. I don't see any blue yet. But I want to talk to you all this morning. We know nowadays that everything is internet connected. If you want to use WhatsApp, it's internet. If you don't want to pay to make that call to your cousin in New York or vice versa, use WhatsApp. C'est phone company I can hail it too, eh? They used to dig out your eyes. Dig it out on these phone bills. If you call from Grosley to Castries, it's what they used to call, those of you who don't know that, a trunk call. If you call from Grosley to Castries, it was one fee. If you call Grosley to Marisil, was a different fee, because the trunk, the connection, was going through a little exchange, if you will, there. Right there by Volney gas station on the hill there. That was one of the exchanges right there. The switching center, whatever you want to call it. If you're in Sanssouci and you call Grosley, it's one rate. If you call Viewfort from Sanssouci, it's another rate. If you call the States at 6 o'clock in the morning, is one rate. If you call at midday, is another rate. If you call nighttime, is another rate. If you call on the weekend, is another rate. You have buy no ku isi ato, me say. Where. You have buy no ku, eh? Y'all don't even want to get me started along that line today. Y'all don't even want to. They are plundered. But anyway, moving ahead. The internet, the great equalizer. And then you have to ask yourself, Samun Cafe le internet la. Has St. Lucia really advanced? Has St. Lucia or St. Lucians really maximized or really used in a big way the potential of the internet? I have some serious reservations about that. In all honesty, would you say, folks, the Keeping It Real crew out there, would you really say that we have utilized the internet really well, all the potential that exists? Because I mean, even here right now, the nonsense that is being spewed out there, politically, political gwenery, and when so much of the information to the contrary is available on the government webpage, on Facebook pages and all of that, and you wonder why some people just, Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real. Good morning, you're on the air.
Good morning, Mr. Norbert. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, fine. Not bad at all. Praise the Lord for life this morning. And you look very bright this morning.
Well, I try to be, man.
Yes.
Talk to me.
Okay. It's a good thing you bring up this thing about the telecast, the telephones and so on. You remember in the 60s and the 70s how cable and was to lambaste this nation?
Well, what exactly do you mean?
Advantage of people, and all right, and people used to actually go down there and cry and all those when they even had any other option. They manipulate on St. Lucian, cable and wireless. I'll say the truth, keep it real, all right. And when you look at it, in the 70s and the 80s, I think, then it was not Jesus said it was before it was
boat phone.
I'm telling you that it was
boat phone.
The TNT.
AT&T.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say, Colin?
Now I'm coming to the point.
But
and
even before you get to the point, you said You
but
said it.
because they didn't have competition.
Okay, the industry was kind of deregulated in 2002.
Yes. They didn't have that competition today. Look, AT&T gone, and then we have Cable Wireless and GCell.
Yeah. Digicel bought over the assets of AT&T.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. But in this country, we need a lot of competition. And my point is, when you look at electronics in this country, you have COTS alone. That's the biggest form of
well, you know, caller, right away you said, I'm going to ask you, where are the investors in St. Lucia that the SLP is talking about with everything else? So where are the investors? Where are the St. Lucian investors? The people that have money and want to invest, where are they? Caller, you got to listen to the phone, man. You got to listen to the phone. Turn down your radio or your TV.
Exactly. But if they stop it, at that time, people were very scared to come and invest in the country because of what they have said, the negativity of what they said.
Of who?
Because of political power.
Who's they? Who is they? Caller, in the 80s, we had Starlight. That was one of the first higher purchase.
Yes,
and let me tell you something. The deals that you could get there and the arrangements to pay were fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Starlight?
Oh, yeah.
They were right there on, initially they started on Jeremy Street there, right where Kelly's used to be. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yes. I bought my first Arcade radio there.
Arcade? Starlight used to sell Arcade.
Those small red, yellow
Arcade was
ZDK, Radio Antilles.
Yeah.
You know, Roots Rock Reggae.
You know, ZDK is still around, eh?
Stations.
ZDK is still around. Caller, you gotta listen to the phone. You're listening to the radio. Caller. Okay, all right, okay. You gotta turn on that radio, man. You listening? You want to listen to yourself on the radio. It makes a very unresponsive or very labored conversation. You know, if you have a radio and if you have a device, there is a delay. The delay can be 10, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, depends where you are and what you're using. So that kind of like makes things very repetitious and very painful. 4560931. Let me get back to those messages there. Good morning, Mr. Norbert. Let me make sure I have the right thing there. What's all of this stuff there? Okay, wow. Good morning, Mr. Norbert. Can you please... I saw it the first time. You don't have to send it twice and 3 times. Can you please send out birthday greetings to Iceland Joyeux of Bons, who celebrated her birthday yesterday. We know she had a great day, and we want to wish her love and peace and happiness and many more birthdays with good health to enjoy, coming from her 4 children, 7 grandchildren, and 5 great-grandchildren. And Mr. Norbert, have a wonderful and blessed day. Stay safe out there. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Okay. How was the weekend?
The weekend was fantastic.
Oh, it was lots of fun, wasn't it? Fantastic.
Oh, yes. I saw the place lively up. You know,
yeah. Yeah.
Things happening.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Talk to me this morning. Talk to me. Yes, that's my name.
Last night, the forum was magnificent. It was excellent. It was
informative.
Yeah. I cannot wait to see the manifesto. I cannot wait to see UWP manifesto for the next
5 years.
5 years.
5 to.
Next thing I want to say, Norbert, I watched a clip on social media yesterday.
Yeah.
And I saw this individual saying, no Richard Frederick, no labor. And I watched that carefully, Norbert, and I'm saying, but the power struggle has just started. Do we want to take our country down that line?
Which line is
Can
that?
you imagine?
What? I heard what you said, but I have no idea what that statement is supposed to mean.
There was a rally or something taking place in Castries Central.
A rally?
I don't
Yeah,
know
a
what
group
it
of
was.
a handful of people.
A noise
making.
A gathering, a
Yeah.
noise ceremony. I don't know. Noise. Because all I saw it was a noise. And this individual was on social media with his camera, you know already, gathering up views and talking. That's your buddy. Your buddy.
Yeah.
Okay? And I heard him saying, no Richard Frederick, no labor. And what crossed my mind is that Frederick was sending a message to his enemy, Kenny Anthony, just telling him that if you want your power back, you have to call me to your party. So what is happening? I am like, what is happening in St. Lucia? What is happening? Somebody tell me what is happening. Yesterday he didn't go for Shasta, but he is actually going for Kenny. He knows that Kenny doesn't want him in the party, and he's sending that message clearly out there to him that if you want that power, you have to elect me on your side. You have to endorse me as a candidate. Without me, you will not win. I'm like, wow, what is happening? And I am sure a lot of St. Lucians noticed what was happening there yesterday. So I'm just telling St. Lucians, watch what you're doing. Watch your breath, because if you elect that Labour Party into Parliament and this man happened to win his seat, St. Lucia will not have a parliament. They will not have government. They will have a struggle for power, and that will be disastrous for our country. Just that I wanted to touch on this morning, Norbert. Have a blessed day.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you. Have a great day. 456-0931. You know, talking about power struggle, way back when, in 1979, 1982 era, there was a song by the True Tones called Power Struggle. Here it is, Power Struggle. Talking about, you know, a lot of, hold on, wheel back selector. You know, a lot of what has happened, you know, we talk about that in Calypso, we talk about it in music. A lot of history, a lot of what has happened is recorded in history. So, since the last caller brought up power struggle, I thought I would direct your attention to what was captured in song by the True Tones, Boo Hinks and none other, and the True Tones about power struggle back then, 1979-82. Power struggle.
Day in, day out, I can't find nothing good to shout about. Tell me.
That's about the power struggle in the SLP. Listen well. 1979-82.
Children, from war to war. Is that what we put you there for? Tell me.
On the vocals, Mike Rivers. Mikey, Flying with the Angels.
I'm a knock for causing a mass confusion. Mr. Politician.
Listen.
Struggle is killing the people. You're killing the people.
Hold on there. You heard True Tones? 79-82. Power struggle, killing we, the people. Let me hear Mike Rivers again. Mike Rivers, the late great. Mike died a few years ago in New York. My buddy. Let's hear power struggle. You gotta listen to the words. Forever etched, forever recorded in the history of our music from the True Tones.
Listen to the words. C'est pas moi qui qu'a dit. It's not anybody saying it. Boo Hinkson and the True Tones singing about the power struggle in the SLP in their kind of musical, indirect kind of way. But recording for you the history of what transpired and how the people felt in St. Lucia. Écoutez encore.
Tell me, I say, you take your children from war to war. Is that what we put you there for? Tell me, I say, you have a knack for causing a mass confusion.
You have a knack for causing mass confusion. Utani, eh? Let's go.
Mr. Politician, struggle is killing we the people. You're killing the people. Struggle, Mr. Politician, we the people. You better beware. Struggle, you got to take care. We the people. 'Cause your time is on, yeah. Struggle is killing we the people. There'll be no peace for generations as long as you exist, Mr. Politician. Lion!
I'm sure many of you remember this one. Takes you back. Deja vu all over again.
You cloud my mind with all your slick talk from time to time. Yeah. Tell me, I say, you must be doing some kind of verse. In chaos you left the universe. Start looking to Jah for mercy on your soul. What a mess you left the world. Struggle, killing, we the people. You're killing the people. Struggle, Mr. Politician, we the people. You better beware. Struggle, you better take care. We the people. 'Cause your time is on, yeah. Struggle, it's killing.
Well. The True Tones back in the day, of course, not really direct, but the context of the words. Speaking specifically, directly.
Kill your predecessor. Corrupt this border. I say a whole nation gon' suffer.
The man Mike Rivers, lead vocals. Boo and the True Tones. 79-82 era of the power struggle in the SLP. We're killing we the people. And the last caller reminded me of this one, and I just pulled it up right away for you folks. That's right. Power struggle. And there's another one going again. Deep down you come on a lot of poison. We know it. We live in St. Lucia. You ain't fooling nobody. You can make all the noise you want. Everybody knows that you're eating one another inside the day. Eat your young. Figuratively, that is. Hey. The mouse is trying to run away. 4560931. I think I'm going to get back to the messages because I got to finish this one off, eh? Want to say to Labrie and Bus surroundings, please vote Francisco Jean-Pierre. He is the man. He has the vision. He has a plan. and he will not let us down. United we stand. We'll cast our vote. Not a damn seat. SEAT, not sit. For the SLP. Let's go to the next one. Good morning. Wow, I have goosebumps. Beautiful. And that was listening to that song for Bradley. Bonjour, Nobby. Great song. Waiting for the others. Have a wonderful week. You too. And we have another call. Good morning. You're on the air. Let's keep it real.
I'm keeping it real, man. You're ridiculous, man.
Oh, come on, man. Early morning. You ain't brush your teeth yet. You ain't drink no coffee, nothing yet. Go brush your teeth, man. What do you call it? You actually take your credit and call to say that. You know there's nothing other than one thing you deserve. Yeah, you're gonna call this morning. Boy, that touched them, boy. That touch. You know when it's touching them, touch them deep. Touch them. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real. Not this morning, buddy. Not this morning. Go and repent. That's what you have to do. You wicked. Think you all will keep the people of St. Lucia in ignorance and stupidity forever. Well, some will fall for that, but not me. Get lost. Get a life. Do something. I don't know who gave you credit to make that call this morning, because clearly you ain't paying for it. See how early they get up? As the days are getting closer, they go in more mad. Let's see. Good morning, you're on the air. Good morning, you're on the air.
Morning, sir.
Morning, how are you?
I'm not too bad.
Okay.
I am not a supporter of the United Workers' Party, but I am more what you call a disappointed member, supporter of the United Workers' Party.
Okay.
I believe that song was relevant. Why I'm going to say that? This was back in the days. I don't think there are any.
What's back in the day for you? What's back in the day for you?
Present at the time in the Civil Party.
Caller. Slow down. Hello.
And then let's.
Okay, you calling with an agenda because you're not listening to me. You have something written down or whatever. I'm trying to engage you there. You can be disgruntled. You can not support whatever. That's fine here. But we're going to have a conversation about it. You're not going to be given a platform to spew your nonsense uninterrupted or with free reign. And people like that, when they call, it tells you. And especially when people go, oh, I'm not a member of this, that, or I'm neutral, or this, that. You're lying. We know that. We've heard that so many times. But you know what's happening, folks? As we're getting closer, you can see it. You can bat pan pis yopani pies plan. And what's happening to them? They go in mad. That's what's happening. You see the erratic behavior, the glazed look in the eyes as the date gets nearer. When Prime Minister Alan Chastney they go in mad. When Prime Minister Alan Chastney will announce it when he is ready. June the 6th has gone. July the 12th is quickly approaching. And the Prime Minister is the one who will make the announcement. Zotsa bat pan from Jordi avant hier. Zotsa bat tet zot usa koe wall like tet zot. When the Prime Minister is ready, whether it's tomorrow, I don't know. Whether it's the day after, I don't know. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Yeah, morning, sir.
Morning, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Let me ask you.
Yes.
Because I think we are fooling ourselves. Let me ask you. Do you believe that the Labour, because we keep on saying that, do you believe the Labour Party don't have a plan?
Well, at this stage, there is none. So I have to go by what I see.
Well,
their plan may be chaos.
I suspect they have two plans. Yeah. One is to fool the people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the second one is to
confuse them.
try to thief the election. I believe that's the two plans that they have. That's one. The second issue is I wonder how long that the parliamentarian would put billboards on where that they would have like select one of the project that they achieve on the billboard. Because why I say that, I notice we put in flags and they coming up and put flags also and put it higher up our flag. So therefore, if we put a billboard and we put one project, I don't think none of them could try to do anything like that because they don't have anything to show. So I guess that's one of the things that they should be doing, billboards. And one project of the choice put on the billboard. What do you think of that?
Well, that's interesting, but billboards cost money. And, there's always going to be noise about the cost of a billboard because putting up a billboard doesn't cost 50 cents. I think there are more efficient ways of putting out information on social media, on TV. I think if you watched Flambeau Forum last night, you had Dominic Fede on there, Herod Stanislaus, and Leonard Spider Montoot. They discussed quite a bit of what they've done during their 5 years. And it wasn't just last night, because you could go back on social media, on Facebook, today, tomorrow, tonight, at your convenience, if you missed it or if you want to go over it again and be exposed to all of that information.
Yeah, but I think something would be more effective on the ground, like somebody passing and see at least the face, because there are people that don't even know them,
Really?
Yes, there are people that don't even know them.
You mean there are people in Grosley who don't know Spider?
Yes, they have. They have. They have people in Grosley constituency that don't know Spider. Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm sure he's listening.
Not only Spider, they don't know their district rep. They have people.
Well, I'll tell you something, caller. I'm sure they're all listening because they listen every day, just like you. Thank you very much for calling.
Okay.
Have a great day. Thank you very much. So I'm sure they're listening, so they will evaluate that and see how that can work into their scheme of things. But folks, I was telling you a while ago when we had that ignoramus call a while ago, not to contribute, not to ask any sensible or logical question, not to enhance our time here early in the morning, especially in the environment now, elections coming up, and people want to hear intelligent discussion. All the row and the nonsense, we know what it is. We know what the row and the lies and the propaganda are. We know. Instead of taking the time to do something, somebody gave him some credit, so he's gonna try to prove his worth. But it's just a sign of the madness, of the discombobulation, of the erratic nature of the noisemakers, the hackalacks. And they're all going mad. And that's what's going on there. They're going mad.
They're going mad. All they try. They're going mad.
And it's looking bad. They're going mad.
In my heart for them, I give them love and they feed me hate. My heart is clean and my mind is pure, so they can't understand why I can't go down. So they're going mad.
All they try.
All they try. They're going mad.
Where you got Batpan? Madness. Batpan. Pan pass a faire rien by zot, pi zot pan y pièce plan. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Lobby, good morning. How are you?
Morning. I'm doing good. Thank you very much.
The fellas would not have pan to cook just now. So destroy too many pans.
I do.
Yes.
Talk to me.
Well, Jake, you bagay ni pan. Yes, and yes, go the bagay ni pan.
Buy ni pan.
I think you're doing it right. I mean, you cannot tell me so early you're calling a talk show, and then you don't have nothing good to say for people to understand what you are saying. So I believe you handle that very well, and I quite agree. You cannot give people like that on a platform to say nonsense and try to see whether they can confuse.
You know what, caller?
But anyway,
you know what? The only reason they'll call is because they know that Keeping It Real has the ears of the people, so they will try to hijack your platform to push their nonsense. Paisi apap.
Yeah. And they listen, you
you're Denny.
Very early.
You're Denny.
But briefly, I believe the people of the United Workers' Party, by right now, are not just so-called those who say, I am a supporter, and then they have their own agenda. If you are a supporter or a member of the United Workers' Party, or supporter, whatever it is, whatever happened in the United Workers' Party camp should remain where it is. Okay? And not just using the media to say anything negative about your party. And I like the idea of if you are a member or supporter, you have to remain a loyal supporter of the party. Don't come and use media and say, oh, I voted the last time for the United Right this time around. And do all kind of crap. That doesn't go to my mind. I don't accept that. But the true United Workers' Party, like Honorable Guy Joseph said once, take the line. Take the line. Don't just come and jump and hop ship and then say any nonsense. And we have a plan, and our plan is to see the back of the Labour Party once and for all. What is happening in St. Lucia is too important for the future of this country to allow people with empty plan, empty mind. Up to now, you have not seen a manifesto from them. You see? So at least you can judge them on the manifesto and judge the United. But they have nothing. You just been like I just been doing. If you vote for me, I will do this and I will do that. But that cannot fool anybody.
You can create tout monde comme si Dieu faut. You can create phone call tout partout comme si Dieu faut. Ka permet moun tout kal débat.
It's getting closer. It is getting closer now, and it is hot. Getting closer. They need to try, if they realize that wherever they are not doing any good, it's best they come and backslide and come in a place where they can feel comfortable and behave themselves. They need to stop it, and stop it now. Have a blessed day, my brother.
Thank you very much, caller. Thanks for keeping it real. Stop that, man. Stop that. According to a caller over here. They're going mad, and you can see it in the behavior. Dimwe, si batpan pa by fu, bug fu. Huh? We have another call. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Good morning, Mr. Williams.
Morning, sir. How are you?
Mr. Williams, one of the caller who made the point about the photos. I know it could be an expensive thing.
Which photos? Oh, slow down.
Yeah, he spoke about projects.
Oh, yes, the billboard. Billboard, that's what he said.
Yeah, indeed. So, well, you said billboard, so that make it sound expensive. But I'm saying if you have a color, you could print those photos, laminate them, and have them up there. Because the point you made, like, after you put those photos, the SLC...
How big is that photo going to be? How big is that photo? Are you going to see that on a billboard? On a page? Laminated? You ain't going to see that.
Well, you put it as low, it will be effective. It could be effective, you know. It's somewhere we have to do it. Because the point is, once that go up there, the SLP will have no choice but to back out. Because they cannot come and put an empty page on this.
Caller, let me ask you, let me tell you something. Are you going out to vote?
If I'm going out to vote, I'm waiting.
You're there already.
By 6:01.
You're there already.
I've been voting at 6:01.
Yeah.
From the first time I voted, I've been voting between 6 and 6:30 every election.
Yeah.
Indeed. So I'm ready for that.
You're ready. Folks, go out and
one more thing I want to highlight, Mr. Williams.
Yes.
Yeah, indeed. I'm voting against Mr. Pierre to ensure that we see his back. But, you know, with someone with ties from the Viewport North area, with Mr. London being the candidate, you feel that presence. His presence is on the radio and everywhere. But I must say we have a lack of that in Labrie. I know people calling and saying, let's do more for Francisco Jean-Pierre. But we need the young persons, the supporters to come out, like you had a song for Bradley. Let's release things that will give people the vibe that we ready in Labrie as well. I don't. So I'm listening on the radio.
Okay, thank you very much, caller. Thank you for keeping it real. You know, this caller just said something there which is interesting. He said he's voting to see the back of Pear. He's voting against him. Caller, let me tell you something. I don't want to see anybody's back. I'm voting for them to disappear. Dispower it. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm not okay. I'm great. I'm fired up, man.
Wonderful.
Calling the library in the house.
Labrie, yes.
Let me tell you.
Well, you heard somebody was just talking about Labrie.
Yeah, because let me tell you, it won't be a secret. Nobody won't believe it right now, but Library will be the one leading this campaign for the United Party this coming election. I won't brag about it right now because I would love for our work to speak for itself. I don't like to talk about stuff. I want this our work to speak for itself, and that's all I'm going to say about that for now. But what I call really, I can remember Alva Baptist called the investors that come into St. Lucia as leeches. And when I look
he called them leeches.
Leeches.
Yeah.
I heard it just about 2 days ago. I heard him on a show telling him these leeches coming and take our money and this and that.
It's foolishness.
And he was specific in being POAK and this and that. But if you have been getting paid to do a job as a parliamentary representative, and you are not doing that job, but you still get paid, what would that be considered?
You're Don Leach.
Well, I was going to tell everybody, good morning this morning, and look out for it. Look out for it. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's going to be hot. It's going to be fire. It's going to be great, guys. Just come out and vote. Come out and vote and support, and let us put library back on the map. We're looking for a brand new library. We okay with the new St. Lucia, but we in library want a new library.
Yeah.
We're fighting for a new, brand new library. Time to get rid of all this old shit, man. We want a brand new library. And good morning to everybody in library right now. Look out for it. We're coming hard and hot and fire and lava.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you for keeping it real. 4560931, and at 7:30 I'm going to start that conversation with you folks. We're going to talk about something. We're going to talk about technology. We're going to talk about your cell phone. Well, you just wait. We have 5 more minutes. And like I was saying a while ago, I a special request to all the maddy people that beating pan out there like they're going crazy. You know? They going mad.
They try, they going mad, and it's looking bad, yeah.
Ek si ouwe Fiji adan yo, si ouwe yo ka fou, ka ben an live machan, ka fait tout ka te bay, zot oblige fou. Estan loco, yage loke pollo, mad chickens. You know, like they say, you're running around like a headless chicken. Kohayo ka tupatu. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Good morning, Mr. Norbert.
Morning,
Good morning
sir.
to all our listeners, our supporters.
Good morning.
And those that will be changing their minds this week to vote for the United Workers' Party. Because day by day, they've seen the foolishness that the Labour Party are doing. Look, you had 3 callers. You mean to tell me them fellas couldn't just find something to do this morning? Get a toothpaste or something, scrub between their tools and their teeth. That's the first thing they call in to try and put nonsense in people's minds. No, but 2 callers ago, that's my cousin, and I tell you, mate is one person that working hard for London. And I wish them all the best down there.
Yeah.
But no, but I'll be very clear this morning. You know, that's not the first time Labour Party keep pressuring the government in power to call elections. You remember the time Von Rees was there?
Yeah.
Day after Von Rees, call election. That is some CD. You know, scratch CD. Every time UWP in office, the fellas are going mad. They keep calling, call election. It's just sad that that's what I pay tickets out there. Call election.
Bravado.
I tell all UWP supporters, be vigilant, keep your eyes open, always look above your shoulders, because those wicked devils are out there looking to see who they will devour. Make sure you all pray and keep the devil, keep Satan under your feet. That old serpent, you know? Because that is what they're doing. Coming, attacking people verbally. Now they start beating people. The Monday they beat in Choiseul. I understood they arrest the fella. And probably, I am asking them to jail him. I understood that every time there's election, they're coming down and doing a whole set of foolishness as though it's he alone that can talk. Il est pour your finger, was monsieur Gasson. Now, nabi ma pan yo ka dégage go la journée yo boucher yon ka ben en bas fan de l'autre.
Oui, bon Dieu, bye. L'année gagé la journée, c'est juste ça là, vous savez.
Oui, un rasta boucher yon.
Imagine la journée.
Oui, un rasta boucher yon plateau ka ben de kaili a un gros bas fan de l'eau ka tourner tout au yo boucher. Ou vle gen élection ou pas après dire que ça va faire. Là on vient là ko di Ezekiel. Ou vle me Ezekiel d'or. Pourquoi ça vle me Ezekiel d'or? Qui ça Ezekiel pour faire dat ou kay fait? Une question à demander qui ça Ezekiel pour faire ou kay fait? Qui ça ou kay vinn faire Timon avec Ezekiel pour faire? Et qu'on y a badjo hypocrite. Yo ka reste ça ka fait là, yo ka travailler ba gouvernement, yo ka skill douane ba ka fait. C'est moun ça qui a beaucoup de choses mais yo tout là dans yon seul bombe, fermer tête, juste fermer drum là. Ça qui chape pas d'échapper, ça qui pas chaper. Ni a bonne journée frère. Nous ka écouter.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you.
Dr. Sigli ka coming up later.
Have a great day. Thank you. Step on them, the enemy.
The Lord is my light and my salvation. Tell me whom shall I fear? The Lord is my strength, the strength of my life.
Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Good morning, Norbert.
Good morning.
I was flipping through channels on Friday.
Yeah.
And I heard Mr. Francis on his show indicating that Prime Minister Alan Shaftney was breaking the law because everyone knows. That was his phrase.
Because what?
Everyone knows that it was Ubaldus who was the Minister of Finance. Now,
Caller, I'm back to propagate Beatty's ballet magic.
What concerns me, it is Beatty's, Norbert, but you know there are people who listen to those guys and they tend to believe them because
Kenny Anthony Teddy is the Minister of Finance.
So much authority.
Kenny Anthony Teddy is the Minister of Finance, he parties of finance, yeah.
But there you go. I have never. What Mr. Francis should have done is to present a document indicating that Ubaldus was the
Caller,
Minister
that's
of
neither here nor there. Let's move on. That's a waste of my time there this morning. Magaspi et kapali about BTs.
Anyway, the point that needs to be made is that some of us have to be careful that when we try to say things that are negative about other persons, we end up putting ourselves in jeopardy. So some of those persons who come on radio and television and try to denigrate other persons may very well be doing damage to their own selves. And supporters of the government need to be aware of that and to be able to analyze very carefully the things that they say to them.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you.
The Lord is my strength, the strength of my life. Tell me whom shall I fear?
Step on them.
Step on the enemy, step on the enemy.
Enemies of progress. Enemies to the people.
Under my feet, under my feet.
Enemies of St. Lucia. Hakalaks.
Step on the enemy, step on the enemy. Crush the serpent.
Patriots.
Under my feet, under my feet. Under my feet, say under my feet. Yeah. Come on, Christian. Trample the devil.
Trample the devils.
Crush the devil. Come
somebody just sent me a message and they said, it is sad that a former foreign minister will refer to an investor and investors as leeches.
Take up your spear. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. One more time, listen. Plead my cause, oh Lord, with those who strive with me. Fight against those who fight against me. Hey, hey, take up your sword, Lord. Take up your shield. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Christian, come now. Step on the enemy. Step on the...
Don't forget, folks. Don't forget. This Saturday, Father's Day Bingo. Top prize, $2,500 in these times. 2,500 smackaroos is the top prize, and we have $2,500 in fuel vouchers at the UWP Father's Day Bingo this Saturday right here on Sky FM. It's going to be on Sky FM. Don't you forget it. Father's Day Bingo, top prize, $2,500. We're going to have raffles. We're going to have auctions. Tut kalte bagay. Don't you forget it. Get your tickets. Get your bingo tickets. 451-4949 or speak with your district rep. Lots of money and prizes to be won.
Lord is my light and my salvation. Tell me whom shall I fear? Come on now. The Lord is my strength, the strength of my life.
Don't forget $2,500. Shucks, I can't play. Can I play? $2,500 is the grand prize, top prize on Saturday. That's right, Saturday. Grand prize, $2,500 plus fuel vouchers. A lot of people want gas. $2,500 in fuel vouchers. Get your tickets. Get your tickets. Get your ticket. 451-4949. Call that number after 8, 9 o'clock this morning, or contact your district rep, UWP district rep, so you could get a chance to win it. You got to be in it to win it. There you go. Folks, I keep saying the WhatsApp number 485-0931 is only for calls via WhatsApp. Mark up on regular call Asusa. If you want to call, you have to call the studio number 456-0931. The WhatsApp is for our St. Lucians in the diaspora and around the world, except Munlaki Panikwedi, or they're a little frugal in their spending. To call, if you have Wi-Fi, if you have no credit on your phone, you have no minutes, you call via WhatsApp. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Hello.
Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
No, but please.
You are speaking to me. You're on the air.
No, but.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Gosh, we lie bomb here. No time for that. The late Mike Rivers, nostalgic. Somebody's referring to that song that I played there earlier about the power struggle, the True Tones capturing what was happening at the time. Of course, they were being, politically correct and not being too direct. But you know what they were saying. Let's hear that again. Power struggle by the True Tones. I think that was in the 1979-82 era. Mike Rivers on lead vocals, Greg Charbon background vocals. Let's listen to the words again. Start it off right. True Tones, power struggle. Talking about the SLP back then. So much like today.
Day in, day out, I can't find nothing good to shout about. No, tell me, no, I say, no. You take your children from war to war. Is that what we put you there for? No. Tell me, no, I say, no. You have a knack for causing a mass confusion.
A knack for causing mass confusion.
Mr. Politician. Power struggle. people. You're killing the people.
Power struggle is killing we the people. Yeah.
Struggle, you got to take it, cause that time is so, yeah. Struggle, is killing we the people.
Power struggle. True Tones, way back when. That was what? 40 years ago? 41 years ago. True Tones. Singing about the same fellas. Same fellas. Power struggle back then. Same thing back now. Right now. Mashing up the place. Membagaila.
I say,
listen.
you take your children from war to war. Is that what we put you there for? Tell me. I say, you have a knack for causing a mass confusion.
Mr. Politician. SLP politician. Yeah.
He's killing we the people. He's killing the people.
Just bought my popcorn to watch the pay-per-view fight. Stanley versus Frederick. War in the camp. That's what somebody says. And next one. Mr. Norbert, the PM will have to order more pans from China because after elections, we will have a very big shortage of pans in St. Lucia. SLP is desperate for power. Wow. Next one. Morning, Norbert. Daily, Philip Pierce shows he is just a figurehead, weak and not in control. I know he and doctors Anthony and Hilaire are jointly running the SLP. Not surprisingly, the begging lawyer seems also to be a leader from the outside, marshalling the members he is. Call it what you want, the hasty accommodation is in the making, and we all know the disasters of that. All desperately seeking power when our country is not their sincere interest. A party still scrambling to find election readiness shows us a scary side. But the infighting has just begun. A trap. Some people don't know Spider. Well, when will they know Bebe then? But it is also people's business to keep abreast and make themselves aware of things happening in their respective communities. Yeah, some people do as if you have to yourself. You have a responsibility to yourself. Could you imagine this? The SLP allowed that same Fredo that they hated to hijack their party. So much so that their supporters are saying, no Richard, no Labour. I heard the supporters say it. Wow. Where is the leadership of that SLP party? Oh, he is only a pip. Shame, shame, shame on the SLP. Membuglaka kwazeyo. Okay. Good morning, Mr. Norbert. I am not going to hang that anyway. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Good morning, Mr. Williams.
Morning, sir. How are you?
I'm okay. Equator Lands Limited.
Mm-hmm.
Lifestyle Group PLC.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to Equator Lands. You realize the amount of people who resigned from that company in 2016?
You're talking about Robert Lindquist extravaganza?
Okay. So you are aware. And Lifestyle Group, I think there is a link between health companies and this past administration. When they want to do a certain type of business, they always go to the health sector. That's all I'm saying at the minute.
Okay. Thank you very much, caller. Thank you. Have a great day. Well, you know what, folks? Earlier, we had something from Bradley. You know what? People keep messaging me, the call must have gone out this morning. So let's hear Bradley's song again that came out yesterday. for his election campaign. Somebody did this one. And I've gotten so many messages here about this. I'm going to play it again. So here we go. Bradley.
You gave shows all hope simply by just walking in. The moment you entered, we should have surrendered right then. You had a vision for all in the community. Your massive project shook the earth under me. You fixed all the roads and you light up our fields. Oh Bradley, you are delivering. Holding you now is all we can do to achieve. If this isn't progress, don't wake me up from this dream. 'Cause Bradley, oh Bradley, you built it yourself from the ground. We all see the progress, so there is no turning back now. For 5 years we know you working so hard, Bradley. I'm sure that we'll not give up now. So whatever you do, don't take the eyes off the flame. Mama, choisis, quoi, my Bradley. You gave shows all hope simply by just walking in. The moment you entered, we should have surrendered right then. You had a vision for all in the community. Your massive project shook the earth under me. You fixed all the roads and you light up our fields. Oh Bradley, you are delivering. Holding you now is all we can do to achieve. If this isn't progress, don't wake me up from this dream. 'Cause Bradley, oh Bradley, you built it yourself from the ground. We all see the progress, so there is no turning back now. For 5 years we know you working so hard, Bradley. I'm sure that we'll not give up now. So whatever you do, don't take the eyes off the flame. Mama, choisis, quoi, my Bradley.
Hold on. You in my business? Sister Rock, you guys have a about that? Hey, take your time, Mariko. London, you ready? Let me go now. Vote. One thing now. Flabo, hey, I want you to vote Mr. Butch. Flabo, vote Mr. Butch. I want you to vote Mr. Butch, cause you ego regret your vote. Let me go now. Vote Mr. Butch. Vote Mr. Butch. Vote Mr. Butch. Go now. Ego regret hey vote. Since you won't just put your tick on your ex there. Marry go on a side there. All a full of show coming down. Flabo taking the whole of tongue.
And that's Big Daddy, folks. Big Daddy Butch rocking you after Bradley there.
Right now there. UWB, let me go now. Vote Butch. Vote Butch.
Vote giving Butch giving him Carca Glow in Castries South. Me say, Opa, where me say ped Carca Glow, Butch. Jiggle it, Butch.
Mr. Butch. Vote Mr. Butch. I want you to vote Mr. Butch. Cause you ain't gonna regret your vote. There we go now. Vote Mr. Butch. Vote Mr. Butch. I want you to vote Mr. Butch. Cause you ain't gonna regret. There we go. Boom. Hey, Vernon. Put your tick right now. Cemetery. Put your tick. Not forgetting Goodland. Put your tick right now. My girl. Put your tick right now. Ticola. Put your tick right now. Here we go now. Tick right now. Tikwa.
Now.
Vote Butch.
Encore
Butch.
vroom. Tikwa, encore vroom.
Vote Butch. Big Daddy. Vote Butch. Vote Butch. Vote Butch. There we go now. Vote.
And one you may have very likely not heard yet, folks. Here is Farrah for you. Ferropolis, Denry North.
Ufu. Denry North. Ufu. Denry North. Operation Therapy. Operation Backlog.
Operation Therapy.
Hey. Ha. Look about Farrah. If that's it. They shot me a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take it while I play it, Farrah. If that's it. They shot me a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit.
They shot me a back seat.
Shona waje. The pastor ni chasse. Tensa. Ronnie Farrah. Mission na toi Cabodio. To cut the boot. Is some chele badu boot. Flabo go like the root. Put the mini bugs on me. Look at what Farrah. If that's it. They shot me a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take it while I play it, Farrah. If that's it. They shot me a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take it while I play it. Cause chance of him al travail. Kapase kaya kai. Mande moun pou vote bay. Kene touti mamay. Seklane si me gwen. Farrah kay pilone. This general election. Tikwa ini bourgeois. Farrah. If that's it. They shot me a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take it while I play it, Farrah. If that's it. They shot me a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take it while I play it. Cause Shona waje. The pastor ni chasse. Tensa. Ronnie Farrah. No mission na toi Cabodio. To cut the boot. Some chele badu boot. Flabo go like the root. Put them in
the shot for a back seat.
If that's it.
The shot for a back seat.
6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take it while I play it, Farrah. If that's it. The shot for a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take it while I play it.
Real back selector. Hey. Hey, say we got to keep it real every day. Yes, folks. I'm just keeping it real with you. Every day.
Keeping it real every day. Keeping it real every day. Keeping it real every day. Keeping it real every day.
Sky FM 93.1 around St. Lucia and around the world, keeping it real. Morning edition. Every day. Keeping it real every day. Good morning, you on the air. Let's keep it real.
Oh, no, but you come on. You have to give a repeat of the therapy, man.
You want therapy? You need some more therapy this morning? Look it.
Yeah, man.
Then we know. Ufu. Then we know. Operation Therapy. Operation Backlog. Your part 10. Hey. Ha. Look about Farrah. If that's it. They shot by my back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take it while I play it, Farrah. If that's it. They shot me a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take it while I play it. Cause Shona waje. The pastor ni chasse. Tensa. Ronnie Farrah. No mission na toi Cabodio. To cut the boot. Is some chele badu boot. Flabo go like the root. Put the mini bugs on me. Look at what Farrah. If that's it. They shot me a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take it while I play it, Farrah. If that's it. They shot me a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take it while I play it. Cause chance of him al travail. Kapase kaya kai. Mande moun pou vote bay. Kene touti mamay. Seklane si me gwen. Farrah kay pilone. This general election. Tikwa ini bourgeois. Ferra, if that's it. They shot for a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take it for a David Ferra, if that's it. They shot for a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take it for a David. Cause Shona Waje, the pastor di Chasley. Kansa, Looney Ferra. Mon mission na toi Cabodio. Tout cut the boot. Is some chele badu boot. Flabo go like the root. Put the mini box on with Luca Ferra, if that's it. They shot for a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take it for a David Ferra, if that's it. They shot for a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take it for a David.
Okay, folks. Okay, take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. Okay. Take it easy there. Take it easy. And that's Bradley there. Now, let me tell you, before we get into anything else there this morning and the time runs out on me, I wanted to talk about technology. Actually, I wanted to talk about laptops. And of course, that's the darling of the SLP. Laptop this, laptop that, laptop PC, laptop, vroom vroom laptop. And they have a problem. Now let me just rewind back and reel back and come again with a little bit of a different angle. Everybody, just about, their nenen, their pawe, their jabal, their grandmama, their auntie, everybody has a cell phone nowadays. And you can't operate with a 2G cell phone because 2G technology is gone. We need to have a 4G or an LTE capable phone right now, even 3G. ENSA. And if you get a cell phone today, for it to work, doesn't matter whether it's a Samsung or an Apple or Nokia or whatever other phone, LG or Huawei or a One or a Mio or whatever brand of phone it is, doesn't matter. The important thing about the cell phone is that you have connectivity, that you have a plan that you can make and receive calls, send text messages, and even more important nowadays is that you have internet access, that you have a data plan. Do you have data or you have access to Wi-Fi? That's data. But if you get a cell phone without any of that, it's useless. All you can do is just look at the cell phone. You can't get email. You can't get on WhatsApp. You can't get information. You can't do anything. You're stuck. No, it's just like a laptop. Like the laptops that the SLP gave when they were in office. If you have no internet access, a laptop is a dead horse. There's only so much you can do. And if you don't have any programs on there, if you don't have any structured classes on there, it's just a laptop. Just like having a cell phone without any plan. Does that make sense to you? So all the hoopla and all the noise about laptop papi show, you know what? I'm going to bring them tomorrow night. I'm going to revive those laptops for you to see tomorrow night on Keeping It Real. Each one of them different because they had 3 or 4 sets that they gave over time. There was one that was actually built specifically for the SLP, for the Venezuelan government. There's no Microsoft Word, no Office, no nothing for that. It's some Linux, some fork of Linux, which means a deviation from the main line of Linux. There are so many different versions of Linux. You have Red Hat, you have Mandrake, you have Tulkad, you have all the different versions of Linux on there. Though they refer to them as forks. You have Ubuntu. Those of you who've heard about the Ubuntu. Back in the day when I started, there was Elastic, different. Lots of different versions and flavors of Linux. And those of you who like to say Linux, that is affairs on. But the thing is that A computer or a laptop is useless without programs on it, without access. And what the SLP did when in office was just give laptops. That's it. And all the focus, all the noise now about, oh, internet access, give the students internet access at home. Well, when you gave them those laptops before, they still didn't have access at home. Dang damn it. But you see, the distraction make you believe that they were giving something extra. What was the value of the laptops? Take them to school, when you go back home, what? But this government has thought it through. And instead of laptops, decided to go the route of tablets. Say, Papias e-book. I don't want you all to tell me about e-books. An e-book is an electronic publication. It's a file. What you have are devices, they are tablets. Mahalastan. But you get these tablets, and the SLP will now say, well, tablets are useless. How people do have internet access at home? When you gave the laptops, they had internet access then? And just when this government came in, they decide to get rid of the internet access? Stop the nonsense. You all gave people's children laptops with no course content on it, no books, nothing. This government thought about it. They thought it through properly. Over 10,000 tablets, and most of them in the last year. Over 10,000, 11, 12, 13,000 now. And each one of them had a MiFi device so that they had internet access, creates a hotspot. And on each one of those tablets, the course content. What evaluation did you all have on the effectiveness of the laptops you all gave? What was the evaluation? What was the result? Was there any evaluation? But this government, in being sensible, had a pilot program where you gave the tablets, but not just tablets, with the course content on it. That even if you didn't have internet access at home, because we had no COVID yet, you could still do your work on there. When you get to Wi-Fi access anywhere, or when you get to school, your work gets uploaded. The classes, the homework you have to do, put on there. Did you all give them MiFi devices? No, you didn't. Did you give anybody internet access? May say brain boxes la. Kadil, oh, why the government don't get in a deal and give everybody internet access? Stop your foolishness, man. In the best of times, again, the past, the best of times, you all couldn't do it. In the worst of times of COVID, what they demand. And still, the government was able to do it better than you did. The tablet is lighter. The power supply is smaller. All the classes, you had a laptop. He pay say, come and live. Eko still ni a bag and let do, ben live. You have your tablet. You don't need any books again. Because all the books, all the course content is right there on the tablet. Doesn't that make more sense? Doesn't it make more sense? It doesn't matter whether you have an iPhone. It doesn't matter whether you have a Samsung. It doesn't matter whether you have a Huawei. Doesn't matter whether you have a LG. Doesn't matter whether you have an Ericsson or a Nokia. Doesn't matter internet. Let's say mem internet. When you go to Google, you think Google on an iPhone or a Samsung or an S10 is any different? Say mem Google. If you go to the government of St. Lucia webpage on an iPhone or a Samsung, isn't it the same thing that there? The words are different. One of them have Greek, the other one have Spanish. Say mem baila. So what difference does it make? Why do you care? You know why? Making noise? Because it's a better deal than what you did. It was well thought out. You know why? Because when you go to school with your tablet in your bag or your little carrying pouch, that's all you need to carry. But what you did required you to have a laptop, the big charger for the laptop, plus your books. What was the benefit? Was there an added benefit to that? Who cares whether it's a tablet or a laptop? The content is still the same, but yours didn't have any internet access. Yours was big and heavy and clunky. Yours required the students to still, the parents still need to gume, shaklane, who live. Book not there yet, but we'll take one call. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Good morning, Norbert. How you doing?
Morning. I'm doing good.
Good, good. I suspect Birdie's gonna get a rude awakening. You know?
You suspect that, eh?
Yeah, man. I suspect Birdie's gonna get a...
Maybe he'll be flat down platate.
Yeah, man, because the thing about it, the Labour Party has really just using Birdie. And I believe that, I mean, obviously Birdie's fighting so that he can get that position.
Fighting for survival.
Yeah, and I suspect that because he knows full well he running as an independent, he cannot win as an independent. He knows that. You know what I mean?
Talk to Dr. Anthony about that.
He cannot win as an independent. So his only choice right now is for him to run in the party. And I believe that they're just waiting until the Prime Minister called the date, and then they're going to drop the bombshell on Buddy. And if that happens, I believe then
all hell will break loose.
Yeah, man. But he's going to be turning. He's going to turn on them because he has put in all the work from day one. He's been putting the work in. You understand? So
according to Alva, for Dokla, not over my dead body.
Well, boy, we'll see how it's going to work out, eh? We'll see how it's going to work out, man. You know what I mean? Anyhow, have a productive day.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you. Have a great day. So getting back there, doesn't matter what device you get, it's what the device can do. And by all accounts, and by anybody being honest and sensible about it, having a tablet with all the books in e-format, electronic format, EPUBs, electronic publications, it's a much better deal. It's less hassle for the students. It can be evaluated, the performance of the students. The course content can be put on there. At the end of the year or during the year, any updates to the books automatically updated on the tablets. It's a no-brainer. But they have this romantic association with laptops. The laptop program. Get laptops. Laptop this, laptop that. What was the benefit to the students? How did it work? Was there anything on there? Nada! So I don't want to have this conversation again. Just gaspy moon. We're going to go WhatsApp. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Good morning, the great one. How you doing?
Morning, I'm doing good. Let's make it quick this morning.
Okay. Okay, good. I must say that the song, they really put it together by my good partner Bradley.
Oh, the one for him.
A wonderful song.
Country and Western one.
Yes. Actually, when you had just played this morning, man, I had a dance on my bed.
Well, I'm glad you like it. I'm sure Bradley is very pleased with that one.
Oh yes, indeed. But I must say that you're a teaser. I mean, you played that this morning, man. I was so tired this morning. That actually revived me.
Revive you. Well, that's good. I'm good for something.
Yeah. Yes. I must say that you guys are doing a pretty good job.
Well, thank you very much.
There's so many things that are happening in this country, and then people are trying to malmanage the several of our people. And just imagine we have you guys there to bring those lies to bring those lies to the light. You understand? Because you see, them fellas come in there because they feel like majority of St. Lucia, they are stupid. They feel like they can come over the media and play with our brain cells.
Yeah, malmeny or sevel.
Yes, that's what I like to. Sometimes when you use that term, man, I just be so happy when you use that term. And it's a very good term. You see, that's all they are doing these days. And then a majority of our young people now, but
Yeah.
they can educate their parents, because some of their parents, if they cannot really read and write, they are there. That's why you send your children to school to help you out. You understand? So that kind of a petty trick wouldn't pass at all.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm listening to you, and then you good show this morning.
Thank you very much,
you all the
brother.
best, and keep it up, my brother.
Thank you very much. Have a great day. Thank you. Okay, that's via WhatsApp. And we have some messages. I'll take another call. Hey, good morning. You're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Morning, Norma.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. What about you?
Oh, much better now.
No, but I just wanted maybe just to add and clarify something with reference to the laptop program. I want St. Lucians to call out the hypocrisy of the Labour Party. Because the Labour Party, no, my Labour to buy laptop. The Labour Party was giving a laptop to only one form per year in the secondary school. I want St. Lucians to remember that. So Lautan, Coban, Sean, Coban, Kelly, they stop the laptop program. They don't give their children laptops. One form at the secondary school level that they were giving laptops every year. Just one form. You better go buy form 1, you better go buy form 2. You better go buy form 4, you better go buy form 5. They gave form 3 children laptops every year. Alright? And then the following year they will give the form 3 again. That's what they did. So it's not that every child was getting a laptop.
That's right.
But under this government, and that's what we observed when we were in opposition, no, but from opposition we said, this is not right. And plus, the teachers did not have laptops. I can tell you because my daughter, who was going to the convent, got a laptop in form 3. Just to report every laptop class. Because there was nothing on it covered.
That's right.
As you said, there was no content, there was no program, nothing. That's when, you know what they were calling it, Kenny Top. And St. Lucians will remember, these tops were found in dance halls. They were found in offices. They were all over the place.
Yeah.
Never used for the intended purpose, because at the end of the day, the children couldn't use it. Mama, I think I think because you can take Wi-Fi, as you said. They would go by people's homes, sit by the road and play games and everything on the laptop. But what we did when we were in opposition, we recognized that. We said that is nonsense, as you said. And so we said, if you are going to give the children a device, give them something that is compatible with their syllabus, something that they can use. And so, as you said, we call it e-books, but I agree with you. We've given the children tablets, and on the tablets, they have the e-books.
That's right.
That's they have the entire CSEC syllabus. There are 19 books that the children using in the CSEC syllabus. 19 on that tablet.
Yeah.
And so the children, when they are now going to school, come September, you would realize that the children, and Baba, your formula, I'm not, but I need to clarify that as well. We gave form 2s, form 3s, and form 4s. The only reason we didn't give the form 5 is because it was at the time now that they're already leaving, because they're already writing CSP. And so in the next year, we will be giving form 1. So what you will have is every single child at the secondary school level will now have a tablet, and they will have their books on the tablet. That is the intention. So that is the vision of this government. So Lautan Banke, Nikadi, they stop the laptop. Everybody should tell them, shut up. Nonsense you're talking about it. Because that was just laptop for one.
Ça pas tenir pièce gagnant d'ailleurs. Pièce gagnant.
Pièce gagnant, ça n'est pour ça qu'elle dit ça, pour ça nous dit ça. Qui gagne qui donne le laptop?
That's right. That's right. There you go.
Cody, but any word, but any Excel, but any
nada.
So what was the point of talking about laptop?
What was the gain?
Talk about the program. Talk about our tablet program with e-books on it. That's what they should be talking about. And see if they can come with a plan that is better than
That's right. That's right.
That's their talent.
That's right. Okay. Thank you very much.
No, but I'll have to send you Spider's song because I'm driving up. I have my daughter in the back seat.
Mais si c'est bon Dieu, si c'est Spider, c'est Miroro après ça. Whole Godzilla là
My voice is Spider about who can tell me look at them.
Voy ba moi double voy ba moi. I'm waiting for it. I got to give it to the people before I leave this morning. Send it to me.
Alright.
Okay, thank you very much.
I'll try and stop. Okay.
Okay, no pas try bricks ou pas travail.
Oui, mais moi, quand je descends up the monde, so what's up, la van de côté up the monde.
Mettez comment sur un côté. Okay. All right. Thanks for calling. All right. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that Spider song there. Folks, and that is what Gail said. You see, but people like to insult. The SLP likes to insult the intelligence of the people of St. Lucia. Ki gain ki ansa. What sense does it make to have a laptop? Ekne nen ki eme di sa. Ki gain ki ansa sa te man try. Although me di ma pale about PPC kwe isi anahanga pale. Beti zika pale. Ki gain ki ansa. What gain is it in having a laptop with no connectivity, no internet access? What gain is there in a laptop with no publications, no books, no nada on it? What gain is there in the laptop giving students laptops when there is no way to evaluate their performance? There's no way to evaluate the work that they're doing on it. Ki gain ki ansa. C'est just comme si moi acheter un laptop et just baou un laptop. The laptop is useless without the other tools. Internet access, teachers being able to supervise and monitor the work that you're doing, being able to evaluate the work that you have on there, having the publications, having the books. Si pani tutsa ki gain ki ansana de. Girl, you're right. You're right. Ki gain ki ansa. Gain la ki adan, se tablets la gouvernement chasne ka bay se students la. La ki ni gain la. You have the publications. Uni a laptop en bas SLP qui gagne qui en ça. Et tous les l'année, pas un ni pour go mais pour livre. Livre la pas ni assez livre. C'est même bail là qui ça qui change. Mais à présent, ces tablettes là, ni toutes ces livres là en lait. Ou pas ni pour acheter livre encore. Yo ka dit oh, un monde qui fait l'argent tous les l'année ou ni pour payer un license fee mais qui fee ou ka pay. Of course. Because you have to get the new books on there. You have to get the updated books. Qui ça ou quoi? Mais l'habitude, freeness. Freeness. Eh. Freeness. Mais parce que tout le temps, toutes les ou hen freeness, il pas ni assez, il pas ni en dedans. Il pas ni gain, puis c'est freeness. Ou pas faire rien by call, c'est chaque le, me, give me something, bossman, freeness. That is why Gail said, ki gagne ki an sa. Est-ce ou comprendre? Bon Nancy, moi hade ou ma akite, hein? Moi vle bay la voye bay la ban. Don't forget folks, this Saturday coming up, UWP Father's Day Bingo. Top prize, $2,500 in casharoo, smackaroos. We also have vouchers for fuel. Gas pou mete a motocar, $2,500. So ada moun kay gen bay la gas. Don't forget. And of course, Bingo, B-I-N-G-O, and Bingo was his name. Oh, get your tickets. Get your tickets. Call your rep. Call the UWP headquarters office 451-4949. Tell them you want tickets, where you can go, and they'll give you the info based on wherever you live or your access, who to contact for your tickets. Bon. Nancy, voye bay la ban. Somebody said, please play Belle Rose's song again. Eko Belle Rose. Mani Belle Rose. Ukadi play again. Oh, play it too. Ah, yes. So, let's see. Nancy still pour voye bay la ban. Okay, somebody's asking for the music videos. Okay. So, all right. Bon chance là. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Good morning, Mr. Williams.
Morning, how are you, sir?
I'm fine, man. Good show this morning.
Thank you very much.
I like the way you present in your show.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Talk to me.
The St. Lucia Labour Party, but they're fighting for survival.
Yep.
And the reason for that, because all what they're trying to tell the young people of St. Lucia is a bunch of lies. Now, you cannot fool the young people. because they are very intelligent. A lot of young people goes on the internet, they listen to the news sometimes, so they know what is happening. Especially in the countryside where all these projects are happening. People have eyes, people seeing.
Well, you know, Caller, I heard that the roundabout at Union is remarkable. It's going ahead full steam, man. That's going to alleviate a lot
of traffic.
Other traffic problems over there. My gosh.
Yeah,
finally.
There's a lot of work. I seen it. I passed there yesterday. My God, boy. And you seen a lot of young women on the site working.
You know, I keep hearing that a lot of women working on these road projects.
A lot, and they are young women. And I believe they are happy where they are for now. And the truth of the matter is, the St. Lucia Labour Party needs to stop that. Because you cannot lie to the young people. The pandemic, it wasn't the government that brought that coronavirus to St. Lucia. The way the government handled the coronavirus is the right way. Any thinking person could say, yes, we on track. And I believe, and what I am hearing when I call certain friends of mine, different parts in the Caribbean, boy, it's not easy. We're under lockdown, and here in St. Lucia, free movement, work all over the place. People could go to the beach, you know, they could take a drive to the south to see their loved ones, you know. But the only thing I'm happy about is the case of emergency, the time. I so used to that. As a well, boy, before 9, I prayed for me to be home already. You know, I rest a little better. You understand? Wait for early morning, do what I got to do, and that's it. But the Labour Party does not see the right when it should be a right. A right for them is a wrong. And you cannot lie to people and tell people, you know, that nothing is happening. Could you believe that? No, but
yeah.
You have to take a drive to Boogie.
I heard the roundabout at Latok there this morning is a blazing yellow, my friend.
Oh my God. Well, I'll have to take a drive.
I'll have to have a look at that.
And I have always said I am for country, not for party. Development is what I am for. Now, when a government is working, you need to balance the two political parties. 25 years of the Labour Party reign, I have never seen construction on the high. I remember it was a few months ago, not even Christmas time, you see people was really into it because, you know, people were kind of frightened about the pandemic.
I'll give you 1 minute, caller.
Yeah, a few months after, I swear Christmas came late. My God, bumper to bumper. And I thought it was only Castries. It was also Viewport. A former prime minister in his tenure never developed Viewport. Go strong.
Can you believe that? Can you? That's a shame, you know.
That man should be ashamed. And you see, he have some fellas beating fun and he jumping up.
But you know what's causing the panic right now?
People.
What's causing the panic right now is that this term of government has shown the people of Viewport what they really deserve, what they are worth.
Yes, man.
And this is shaking the socks off Dokla because the people can see the difference in representation right now.
Of course, but you're totally right.
I mean, if you go down to Viewport, I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist. I mean, the place is changing already. The work that is down there, I mean, just Ojo Labs and ITEL BPO, according to the Prime Minister, you heard him, every month puts $4 million into the pockets of the people working there and into the economy of the South. Ekuka Dimwe, these guys, man, come on, man.
He don't care about young people that live in school. And now they're trying to bluff the people, telling them they have a plan for the youth. I call that garbage. And you know what's troubling them? two young guys in the name of Dominic Pede and Harris Stanislas.
Oh, making a mess.
Making
A mess.
Those guys, shame. And look at where it starts. Ancillary, Soufre, well, Bradley Scholes, most of the MPs that went up for the Labour Party, that they have never done anything, and look at how Chazelle is. The roads down there, people all years used to complain. Calling all media houses, saying the roads are bad, this, that, transport, that carrying people. They're worried, they're protesting. Right now they get proper roads. Them fellas have failed St. Lucia, and they need to vote them out in 2021. And I call on all the young people, do not trust these guys, because you are already rising under this party. This party has a future for younger people, and you only rise.
30 seconds, caller. Let's roll.
PSLP. They're not in favor of young people. They're only bluffing people. Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you. Have a great day.
We get your vote. Let me go now. Vote Mr. Bojadi. Vote Mr. Bojadi. Vote Mr. Bojadi. Go now. Go get 8 votes. If you want, just put your tick on your ex there. Mary go on a side there. Ola Fula show coming down. Flabo taking the whole tongue. Take nuka aletikola. Nuka piche yo konfonfon. Here we go, people. Right now there. UWB. Let me go now.
Morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real. Good morning. You're on the air. Yes, sir.
And you had different information there Saturday there from Slaspa.
Yeah.
Yeah, good morning. I think you had given information there.
Yes.
Slaspa Saturday.
Yes.
We wanted to know if that is concrete. But tomorrow is okay.
If it's concrete?
Yeah, for tomorrow because
There's nothing lined up for tomorrow. There's nothing lined up for tomorrow. It's supposed to be, the first cruise ship supposed to be Wednesday. But of course, you can call SLASPA to verify and to make sure that plans have not changed. But according to the information that I have, Wednesday is supposed to be the first cruise ship. If you want to verify further, give SLASPA a call, give your company a call, whoever you work with, if it's taxis, association, whoever. Because all of these things are subject to change at any time. A cruise line can come up. In these times, you know how things are. You make plans for one thing and then something comes up. So verify, but according to the information, the first cruise ship is supposed to be coming in on Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Yeah. But still calling. I think it's the 15th. Let me just make sure here on this thing that I have. Oh, yes. I will let you know, caller. I have it on my phone here. I'll check it out and let you know in a second. Okay?
Yeah, please.
All right. Thank you very much.
Please.
Thanks for keeping it real. Thank you. Good morning. You're on the air. Let's keep it real.
No, but sorry for calling you a second time.
Yeah.
You see the St. Lucia Labour Party, when they're talking about victimization, they victimized me, and I could make it abundantly clear on 93.1. I was one of the contractors. Was contracted with the CCC.
Yeah, yeah.
A number of us were victimized, and we took the Labour Party to court, and we won the case. And in that case, when it was into trial, talk show host on 100, that was, I forget, about 11 o'clock. We all know who he is. Was saying we didn't have a contract, you know, and this, that, and the other. We went to court and we won that. You know?
I remember
that. The judgment went in our favor.
I remember
many
that.
times, and they appealed it. And we went back and we won. And it cost the government almost $3.8 million.
Yeah.
The Labour Party that caused that. It wasn't the United Workers' Party.
Yeah.
You victimized people. And you're talking about victimize everything for the Labour Party now. Is
Philip
victimization.
Pierre, that's the first word out of his mouth. Victimization.
Exactly, victimization. But no, but there's an article on the Voice newspaper last week. I trying to get it. I will never forget what these people did to the contractors and their family.
And to you.
I knew
to
some of
you.
the contractors.
To you.
Yes. Yeah, and some of the contractors, no, but you know, when you have a little contract, you're trying to start your life, you go and take things that higher purchase and you can't pay it, and you have to sleep on the concrete floor, man. Those guys are wicked, man. And you're talking about victimization? St. Lucian, you cannot trust the St. Lucian Labour Party. Vote them out. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much, caller. Thank you.
This election was like war among them party. When I was more than sure they win already. Hudson Phillips said, tell them that's the last of P&M. But when the rest complete, is he who end up without a seat. Not a damn seat for them. Mama, that's what Chambers say. Not a damn seat for them. Not a single seat on election day. Not a damn seat for them. How they lose, they can't understand. Not a damn seat for them. They call in Chambers a Obia man. Them ONR jump and whine, making a big show, as they had the crowd behind everywhere they go. So they thought the crowd was bored. They say they're gonna cut the throat. Sparrow start to ball when they hear not a seat at all. Not a damn seat for them. Sparrow, that's ingratitude. Not a damn seat for them. You buy the finger that give you food. Not a damn seat for them. Look how you hawk up.
Don't forget the final bingo coming up this Saturday. Don't you forget it, UWP Bingo Bash for Father's Day. Top prize, 2,500 smackaroos. That's right, folks. The top prize, cash money, $2,500. Also, fuel vouchers adding up to $2,500. That's right. You want gas for your car? You got to take a chance. That's right. Don't forget it. Lots of other prizes, and of course, Bingo, B-I-N-G-O, and Bingo was his name. Call your parliamentary rep, call the UWP head office, 451-4949, and get more information on where you can get your tickets, your bingo tickets. St. Lucia recovers 81% of its U.S. market as non-stop flights are introduced. And you must have heard about it. You heard Champagne, folks. On the weekend, flights up the wazoo. 4 American Airlines flights. How many islands are following in the footsteps of St. Lucia now? Bagay Show. Bagay Show. Hot in St. Lucia. St. Lucia is coming back. And like I told you, folks, I have it here. Spider. You ready for Spider? Let me give you Farah again. Then we're going to go to Spider.
Ufu. Then we know.
Therapy.
Operation Therapy.
Operation Therapy.
Operation Backlog. Yo, part-time.
Hey.
Hey. Ha. Look about Farah. If that's it. They shot me a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take it while I play fit Farah. If that's it. They shot me a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take it while I play fit. Cause Shona Waje. The pastor ni chasse. Kansa. Doni Farah. Bon mission na toi carbon dio. To cut the boot. Is some chele badu boot. Flabo go line the road. Put the mini bugs on me. Look about Farah. If that's it. They shot me a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take it while I play fit Farah. If that's it. They shot me a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take it while I play fit.
Okay.
Kapase kaya kai, mande moun pou vote bay, kene touti mamay, seklane si megwen, Farah kay pilon.
Seklane si megwen.
Tikwa in the bush with Ferra. If that's it, they shot for a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now make the Tikwa David Ferra.
Okay, that's Ferra. Let's go. You all ready for Spider? You ready for Spider? Look, Spider.
Spider-Man Tote, a member of UWP, is the right man to run the Crozley constituency. Like the Dutch, like the Dutch, like the Dutch. Bloody on. Dot, dot, dot. For Spider-Man, dot, dot. Bloody on. Dot, dot, dot. We voted man, dot, dot. Bloody on. Dot, dot, dot. For Spider-Man, dot, dot. Bloody on. Dot, dot, dot. We voted man, dot, dot. Hello, Mr. Spider, them cannot run you out. No. Flabo got the flame, they could never put it out. No. That Labour Party go leave you in a dream. So, hear me out, my people, let's go Spider Rocket. Bloody on. Dot, dot, dot. For Spider-Man, dot, dot. Bloody on. Dot, dot, dot. We voted man, dot, dot. Bloody on. Dot, dot, dot. For Spider-Man, dot, dot. Bloody on. Dot, dot, dot. We voted man, dot, dot. Rapesty, web them. Casaba, web them. Cozile, web them. Bosseju, web them. Ponte, web them. Rodney Bay, web them. Braintree, web them. Moshi, we go web them. Hello, Mr. Spider, them cannot run you out. No. Flabo got the flame, they could never put it out. No. This Labour Party go leave you in a drain. So, hear me out, my people, let's go Spider Rocket. Wado Watch, web them. Marisil, web them. Corin, web them. Conivier, web them. Pegason, web them. Kaimaje, web them. Monye, web them. Manchiro, go web them. Bloody on. Dot, dot, dot. For Spider-Man, dot, dot. Bloody on. Dot, dot, dot. We voted man, dot, dot. Bloody on. Dot, dot, dot. For Spider-Man, dot, dot. Bloody on. Dot, dot, dot. We voted man, dot, dot. Hello, Mr. Spider, them cannot run you out. No. Flabo got the flame, they could never put it out. No. That Labour Party go leave you in a dream. So, hear me out, my people, let's go Spider Rocket.
Y'all like it? You like it? You like it? Spider. And of course, Bradley is the big hit from last night. Bradley. Me, Bradley.
Shows all hope simply by just walking in. The moment you entered, we should have surrendered right then. You had a vision for all in the community. Your massive project shook the earth underneath. All the roads and you light up our fields. Oh Bradley, you are delivering. Holding you now is all we can do to achieve. If this isn't progress, don't wake me up from this dream. Just walking in. The moment you entered, we should have surrendered right then. You
And that's for the country cousins, according to the late great Vaughn Noel. Brother Butch, Big Daddy, look him there.
Let me go now. Vote. One thing now. Flabo. Hey, I want you to vote Mr. Butch. Flabo. Vote Mr. Butch. I want you to
vote Mr. Butch, cause you ain't gonna regret your vote.
Let me go now. Vote.
Good morning, you on the air. Let's keep it real. Okay, you ready?
Go now. Go get 8 foot. Since you won't just put your tick on your ex there. Mary go on a side there. Ola full show coming down. Flabo taking the whole tongue. Take nuka aletico long. Nuka piche yo convent. Let me go, people. Right now there. UWB. Let me go now. Vote Butch. Vote Butch. Vote Butch. Big Daddy. Now vote
Big Daddy.
Butch. Vote Butch. Big Daddy. Vote Butch. Vote Butch. Vote Butch. Vote Butch. Vote Butch. Vote Butch. Vote. Let me go now. Vote. Big Daddy. Vote Mr. Butch. Vote Mr. Butch. I want vote Mr. Butch. Cause you ain't gonna regret your vote. Let me go now. Vote Mr. Butch. Vote Mr. Butch. I want you to vote Mr. Butch. Cause you ain't gonna regret. Let me go. Boom. Hey, Burner. Put your tick right now. Cemetery. Put your tick. Not forgetting Goodland. Put your tick right now. My girl. Put your tick right now. Ticola. Put your tick right now. Let me go now. Right now. Tikwa. Tikwa.
Call vroom vroom.
Vote Butch. Vote Butch. Vote Butch. Big Daddy. Tikwa.
Call vroom vroom.
Tikwa.
Call vroom vroom.
Vote Butch. Vote Butch. Vote Butch. Big Daddy. Now vote Butch. Your tick right now. Let me go now. Right now. Tikwa.
Call vroom vroom.
Tikwa.
Call vroom vroom.
Vote Butch. Vote Butch. Vote Butch. Big Daddy. Now vote
Big Daddy.
Vote Butch. Vote Butch. Big Daddy. Vote Butch. 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 Tikwa.
Call vroom vroom.
Tikwa.
Call vroom vroom.
Now vote Butch. Vote Butch. Vote Butch. Big Daddy. Now vote
Big Daddy.
Butch. Vote Butch. Big Daddy.
Good morning, you on the air. Let's keep it real.
Good morning, Mr. William.
Morning, how are you?
I'm good.
Talk to me.
First time caller.
Hey, you get the bell.
I've been always following you. But yesterday, the city was yellow and red, man.
Really? That's orange.
Well, orange. You know, something that caught my attention yesterday.
What's that?
I was in Marisol.
Yeah.
Right? And they had some SLP supporter, and you had one of these, this vehicle came down with some Flabo supporters.
Mm-hmm.
And to my amazing, right, this vehicle stopped full of Flabo supporters and put off one person with red.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And I'm saying to the SLP, that's how they're supposed to operate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, one SLP supporter on a bunch of a old vehicle full of Flabo, and then they haven't said anything.
Mm.
You know what I mean? They gotta live with love, man.
Yes, I.
Peace and harmony, man.
Yeah.
That's how we're supposed to operate, man.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
Thank you
Have a
very
great
much,
day.
caller. Thanks for keeping it real. Folks, like I say, just like here on Keeping It Real, you don't have to support the same side if you don't want to. You can disagree. But you know, the important thing in all of it is knowing people. You know, when you demonize people, you don't get a chance to know them. But if you went to school with people, if you were friends, if you all played soccer, you played tennis, you played whatever, drafts, chess, kisaye, you all went to the beach together, you all hung out, you're in the same neighborhood, you give people your little picong, your little, you know, little thing, and you all laugh about it. But you don't become enemies. What's the need for that? What's the need for that? Okay, na ifashe ba ekmon, just PC o kasi pote SLP. That don't make no sense. Don't make sense. We all have to live here together. For what? Don't make no sense. Peace and love, Lucians. Good morning, you on the air. Let's keep it real.
Good morning, Mr. Good morning, Mr. Nabot. How are you? How was the weekend?
I'm doing great. It was nice.
Oh, I call you to vote Herod, vote Bradley,
Well,
vote
that's the men.
Tede,
Oi.
vote Guy Joseph.
Mm.
Oh, pretty. I see Herod and Mr. the mayor of Soufriere. Oh, that was good. That was
Yeah.
good. That was
Yeah.
proud of them.
Yeah. You are. Good. How was your weekend?
Yes, oh, you too, and take care.
All right. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Right. Of course, folks. You want to hear Farah again? Stop messaging me. I need to get out there. Let's get Farah again. So, serious therapy down there in Denry North. Serious therapy.
Again? Ufu. Denry North. Operation Therapy. Operation Backlog. Yo, part 10. Hey. Ha. Look about Farah. If that's it. They shot me a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take it while I play fit Farah. If that's it. They shot me a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take it while I play fit. Cause Shona Waje. The pastor ni chasse. Tensa. Roni Farah. Bon mission na toi cabo dio. To cut the boot. Is some chele badu boot. Flabo go like the root. Put the mini bugs on me. Look about Farah. If that's it. They shot me a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take it while I play fit.
Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real. Are you calling for some therapy?
Yes, electoral therapy.
Talk to me.
I'll have that therapy from the great Prime Minister.
You need some therapy, eh?
I have it, yeah. From Sarah. Hold you. Something short. Question for you. Good morning, Conway and Bernard Hill.
Yeah.
Good morning, my great elder statesman, the best in the world, to Alan Mike, to Michael Charleston, to Peter Josie. Big.
Yeah.
Tell me something. Have you ever heard a man challenge another man a lot?
A man doing what?
Challenge another man and lost in any sport, anything in life.
Well, that can happen.
I ain't say it cannot happen. It can happen.
Yeah.
You know what happened? Kenny Anthony. He challenged the Shastas. Kenny Anthony, I'm talking to you. You're a red joker. You challenge the Shastas. This election is not SFB versus UWB. It's SFB versus the Shastas. And the Shastas beat the whole party by themselves. You ain't ashamed? You should go off the block. You're disgrace. Only man on there challenge and lost. You challenge somebody you know you can beat. You don't challenge somebody you know that can beat you. Make you look like a damn idiot. Huh?
Right, you got 30 seconds, caller. You got 30 seconds. I got to get out of here.
You will never, ever win my great Prime Minister, Sir Alan Michael Shasta, not even a marble game. Because you're a joker. You're a joker. You great to your jokers in the party, but you're great to my great Sir Alan Michael Shasta. He's simply the best. St. Lucia's too small for him to rule. He should be President of the United States, Prime Minister of England, or Prime Minister of Canada. You are Prime Minister of Caboways or Caboways. That's the Prime Minister you are. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you. I think I'm going to take some of the messages now. I have quite a few. Good morning, sir. The most difficulty encountered in the submission of SBAs was during the time of the laptop introduction to individual students. Years ago, when tablets and smartphones were a thought process, you would see lots of persons with laptops all over the place. Laptops are now left home because they're too heavy to carry around. Who exactly on this earth doesn't realize this is the way to go? All this rhetoric are dog whistle politics to the voters. That's not technical, who are not technically savvy. Tell the SLP operatives to walk around with a laptop instead of their cell phone or tablets. Yeah, well said. Next one here. Good morning. I am waiting patiently when Castries South will have a lovely song like this after 70 years of labor. It wasn't that long. But we're kicking them out this time. Bravo to the United Workers' Party. Licks for them. I'm feeling victory already. Okay, well, I played Butch a few times already. Somebody asked me to play Butch. Okay, next one. Okay, I need to have I need the audio, not the video. I need the audio. So 2 people sent me souffles. Oh, and I need the audio. No, but haven't you realized that from inception, every doom and gloom story the SLP has brought forward have all turned out to be fake news? Exactly what I've been saying. All of them. Who going to be fired? Nurses going to be fired? This, that, everything. Prime Minister was not in Barbados. Or whatever they said. They've predicted so many things which have all turned out to be false. I hope St. Lucians are paying attention from a young St. Lucian. That's what it says. Next one. The SLP is very quiet about COVID now. The numbers are going down. You know, that's interesting observation. Numbers going down. They ain't saying good job, nada. But if it go up to 50 now, oh, if it go up to 100, 200, you're on they're going crazy. But things going nice. They don't like things going nice for St. Lucia. They ban SLP. Good morning, Norbert. Entrepo in the house. Good show as usual. Love the song by True Tones. Hope you had a good weekend. Do have a productive week. When you have a chance and you are not still upset with me, give me a call. I don't know who you are. So, good morning, Norbert. Just want to share with our listeners that as a country we collect over $263,000 through the airport tax, and that money is ours, not a foreign company. What's the period of time for that collection of money? So the people who are hell-bent on saying that loan is a burden to us are going mad. Next one. Good morning, Mr. Norbert. Hope you had a great weekend. Boy, St. Lucian's got talent. Have a great day. Brooklyn, New York, in the house. Brooklyn! Good morning to you, Brooklyn. Yeah, Brooklyn, New York. Good morning to you. Let's go to the next one. I want to hear the Sufre song, the Herod song. Well, you need to send it to me. Big Daddy. No, it's not. We have a call here. The song was arranged and music created. I don't know which one that is. Okay, next one. May you send me... okay. Next one. Knobs, that's all I want to hear every day. Bradley, one more time. That was 8:51. I'm sure you heard it already. It's... oh, that was just now. Morning, Nobby. Last night I watched the interview UWP, and I must say it was great and I enjoyed it. I really wish the young lady was running against Kenny. Yeah. Okay, so that's all the messages. Spider.
Web them, Casaba, web them, Cozile, web them, Bosseju, web them, Bonte, web them, Rodney Bay, web them, Tree, web them, Moshi, we go web them. Hello, Mr. Spider, them cannot run you out. Flambo got the flame, they could never put it out. This Labour Party go leave you in a drain. So, hear me on my people, let's go Spider again. Wado watch, web them, Marisil, web them, Corin, web them, Conivier, web them, Pegazon, web them, Kaimaje, web them, Monnier, web them, Monchirogo, web them. Bloody on! Dot, for Spider-Man, dot, bloody on! Dot, we want it, man, dot, bloody on! Dot, for Spider-Man, dot, bloody on! Dot, we want it, man, dot. Hello, Mr. a spider, them cannot run you out. No. Flabo got the flame, they could never put it out. No. That Labour Party go leave you in a dream. So, hear me out, my people, let's go spider again.
Sean again. Ufu. Then we know. Operation Therapy. Operation Backlog. Yo, part 10. Hey. Ha. Look at what Farah. If that's it. They shot for a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take it while I play fit Farah. If that's it. They shot for a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take it while I play fit. Cause Sean Awaje. The pastor ni chaste. Tanta. Ronnie Farah. Bon mission na toi Cabodio. To cut the boot. Is some chele badu boot. Flabo go like the root. Put the mini bugs on me. Look at what Farah. If that's it. They shot for a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take it while I play fit Farah. If that's it. They shot for a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take it while I play fit. Cause chance of him out of I. Kapa se kaya kai. Mande mun pou vote bay. Kene touti mamai. Seklane si megwen. Farah kai pilone. This general election. Tikwa ini boujwen Farah. If that's it. They shot for a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take it while I play fit Farah. If that's it. They shot for a back seat. 6 a.m. when the clock hit. Now me take it while I play fit. Cause Sean Awaje. The pastor ni chaste. Tanta. Ronnie Farah. Bon mission na toi Cabodio. To cut the boot. Is some chele badu boot. Flabo go like the root. Put the mini bugs on me. Look at what Farah. If that's it. They shot for a back seat.
Well, that's it this morning, folks. Another morning edition of Keeping It Real. Thank you so much for joining me today, and thank you to all of you out there in the diaspora. Oh, how time flies when you're having fun. Bonjour Martinique, bonjour Dominique, Babad, Canada, Finland, Lamewik, Tupatu, Guadeloupe, Cayenne. Bonjour, good morning to all of you in the diaspora and around the world. Thank you so much for joining me once again on Sky FM 93.1 around St. Lucia and around the world. Don't forget, tomorrow night is gonna be hot. Don't you miss it. Coming up at 9 o'clock in just a few while. A few while. That's another story. I'll give you that one day. In a few while. Coming up, the man Champagne with Champagne in the morning. That's right, folks. Coming up at 9 o'clock in 2 minutes and 15 seconds, the man Champagne. Thank you for starting your day off with me once again, right here on Sky FM. I'm yours truly, Norbert Williams, with the hottest show in the land. That's right, keeping it real. And tomorrow night, I'm going to be keeping it real with you. Don't forget, 8:30 on Hot 7 TV, channel 117. And of course, streaming live on Facebook, on facebook.com/keepingitreal SLU, and also facebook.live/SkyFMSLU. Good morning and welcome and thank you and goodbye for now to all the listeners around St. Lucia. Thank you so much. I'm Norbert Williams. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Hello everyone, I'm Norbert Williams, right here on Sky FM 93.1. Join me Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. for the morning edition of Keeping It Real. And on Tuesdays and Fridays, Minerva Ward joining me from Canada, right near the North Pole. Although it's cold over there, it's gonna be hot in here. Don't you forget, Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. on GVD TV and streaming live on Facebook. Don't you miss it.
Hello, welcome to the program Champagne in the Morning with yours truly, your favorite guy, Champagne. Join me here every morning from 8 a.m. until 12 noon. We also live on GBD channel 115 and live stream on the internet. Join me as we discuss all of the current events of our beautiful country and around the world. You too could get into the program by calling in 456-0931 or 485-0931. Thank you for tuning in. Join me 8 a.m. to 12 noon.
For the future, restoring the pride. It's yours and it's mine. Let's do this together. Preserve for the future. Yeah, sweet Beatles, nothing like you. So iconic on this beautiful island. Yeah, we adore you, so we will protect you. So your beauty can be seen by all eyes.
Join the United Workers' Party and the Flubbo family for another in the series of live Flubbo forums this Sunday, 13th June at 7 p.m. Join us live on DBS, Hot FM, GBD TV, Sky Radio, Prime Minister's
I am she, I am he, I am me, I am we, mwen se nou tout. As sure as the morning sun will blanket and then engulf the hills and the valleys, I know I will persevere. I always have and I always will. Paski ala would say che and hat is me that have that. For decades, I have awoken early. With the morning sun on my brow, I have collected my things, my tea, my cat clue and my fork. Me and my sons, my daughters, my dog and my mite. And we have walked. We have walked and we have run. We run the many miles it took to reach that place where the soil was rich. That place where we were to plant. That place where what we plant would grow. I know the smell of that earth all too well. I know the feel of that earth, for I am that earth.
Well, I'm a farmer. I've been a farmer for the longest while. I was an extension officer. The fact that I'm growing food to supply the nation, to give the people around, that alone makes me feel very good about the farming.
That fertile fortress from whose bosom we have filled our bellies. We have peddled it too. We sold it, green, golden and grand, beautiful and majestic in the midday sun. For perhaps always see, you work the land on which you are born, and that is how you grow. And grow we did, he, she, me, noted.
Right behind me there, where I'm sitting there, is the press. That's where after you harvest the cassava, you grit it. You press it, you put it in a bag, so you have that process, you press it. And after it is pressed, you take it to the house where you sift it. You have a sifter where you sift it fine, and then you put it in the caron. That's the platin, that's what we use to make the flour.
Mama told me ever since when that life is neither predictable nor always rosy. So, as the green faded and the roads lay forgotten, I lifted my eyes to the east, for I still can see. I see the sea beautiful. It is purple, golden, green, fish and simos? Simos, yes, healthy, hearty, handy, just in time too, because it will go well with my chocolate that I with my own hands learn how to make from my own cocoa. I will pursue them, I will endeavor, I will not stop, because I will persevere and I will grow. Nutut, she, he, me, we. And all the while, I keep singing. I sing and I dance too. Sometimes my middle even split. And while I have found fame in sports, I am also known for my service. So as I jump, I kick, I bat and I bowl, I protect and I serve and I teach. And yes, I am still running. I run not just because I can, and God knows I can, but because it reminds me too that from Prale to the Chumasi Bridge, everything in between is me. All the work is mine, all the joy is mine, and the tears, they are mine too. I still have strength, I still have pride, and although I have changed with the seasons, my essence persists, my culture resists and fights for its life. Parce que nous toutes c'est même. I am he, I am she, I am me, I am we. Now this is 2021, unprecedented, a time of uncertainty that's understood, a time of fear and of loss, but also a time for faith. I will lean on that which we have already built. He will stand, she will rise, we, nous toutes. Petit et piquant, jaune et rouge, nous toutes ces chrétiens, we will do it. We will ride that wave, not just because we want to do it, but because we dare to do it together.
Hello, welcome to the program Champagne in the Morning with yours truly, your favorite guy, Champagne. Join me here every morning from 8 a.m. until 12 noon. We're also live on GBD channel 115 and live stream on the internet. Join me as we discuss all of the current events of our beautiful country and around the world. You too could get into the program by calling in 456-0931 or 485-0931. Thank you for tuning in. Join me 8 a.m. to 12 noon.